It says strawberry milk on the same line, but it's not strawberry milk. But strawberry milk, chocolate peanut butter, cunt. What?
Good God.
Take two.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of South Geek News. This is episode 18, as I just recently discovered whenever I consulted the Oracle. I'm Donovan.
I'm Ben.
I'm Samuel.
And if you'll recall the very first episode, we found some dude that joined us for the maiden voyage. And that dude's name is Tyler. And he's back.
Hello. I'm back.
Back again. Anyway, so yeah, that's Tyler, my son.
You're not supposed to know that. No.
Oh, well, you know.
I'm going to ask what was just said outside.
Well, he doesn't live here.
He lives in a box down the
He
street.
lives in a box down the street. Other side of the country, something.
Expensive box, let me tell you.
Yeah, I imagine so. Okay, so as we normally do, and now we have a full house. This is the very first time we've ever had 4 people on this podcast.
Historic moment.
Yeah, 3 of us are actually here live in the flesh. The other one is, well, he's live and he has flesh, but he's not here.
Well,
We're testing the engines to see how far we can push them copping.
I'm sure our 250,000 subscribers are just dancing with joy.
This can only go well.
Yeah, quarter million, but that's like quarter, something like that. That's,
Hey, fake it till you make it.
oh, that's true.
Remember the dot on the camera earlier? It was so tiny you couldn't see it.
Exactly.
It looked like 5x. No, it was 0.5x.
Yeah.
If you just say you're famous,
No one knows.
people will start believing it.
Am I not famous?
Yeah, of course you are.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm famous in the right circles.
Right.
Have you ever Googled me?
GPT knows who you are.
Oh, yeah, we went down that one, didn't we? You know, I wonder if I'd used one of those services that's supposed like delete me and all of that. Could I expunge myself off the internet?
Not from ChatGPT. It's too
Nope.
late.
Yeah, I know.
That stuff's baked in the model forever.
Primarily, most stuff, whenever you Google me, comes up City of Tifton. It has to do with CityNet and shit like that.
Do they know?
I don't know, but you know, LinkedIn, I keep getting messages from people on LinkedIn that's like, hey, would the City of Tifton like to do X? And I'm like, I haven't worked for the
You'll
City
have
of
to ask someone.
Tifton. Yeah, I mean,
Tell them yes.
yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course. Call my assistant and you just give him, I forget the guy's name.
Larry's number.
Not Larry, the IT manager.
Oh, shit.
It's been so long since I've spoken with him.
Yeah, I forgot
remember.
to. Well, you got the IT manager and then you got his helper, which originally was supposed to be the IT manager, but then
Politics.
I think he got demoted. But anyway, I think his name is, I'm not going to say it.
He was de-emphasized like
He was-
what Amazon likes to do.
First time I met the dude, he was working at a Radio Shack here in Tifton.
What's a radio show? I'm kidding.
Well, you see, when an electron,
Let's
I
not-
couldn't even
let's
pull
not.
that big. I'm sorry. Okay. As we normally do, we check in to see what everybody's been doing for the last 2 weeks. So who wants to start?
I'll go.
Okay, go.
Nobody else spoke, so here
Yep.
we are.
Mm-hmm.
I got one of those random text messages.
Oh, the ones we talked about last time.
Last week sometime.
Could you
Pretty sure it's still-
inform me what, for context, what random
Did you
text
not
you
listen to the podcast? Jesus
No.
Christ. No, we talked about scammers getting a message from a random number. And
Mhm.
it starts up a personal conversation that ends up, getting catfished.
Fun.
The ones that start like that,
I don't get those.
I rarely do, but I just happened to get one. It was Friday.
Usually if I get one of those, it's from a real person. I'm like, ugh.
This might be a real person, but it's not one of my fans. And it's just a 863 area code. Just says hello.
Hello.
That's it.
Mhm.
I didn't
Yeah.
respond.
So you didn't conversate.
No, I knew better than that.
My mama
Even-
told me not to talk strangers.
Even I probably wouldn't get scammed if I did, but I just didn't want to spend the time. And then today's Wednesday, Monday night, somebody sent me money over Venmo.
Really?
$132 and with a message that says, happy birthday, golden boy. And I thought, all right, well, I don't know who that person is, and it's not my birthday.
You
So
are
I-
golden boy.
If you like. Yeah.
As you do.
So
Well, happy birthday.
Golden boy.
I didn't respond to the person. I just contacted Venmo, told them what was going on, gave them the transaction ID, and
Mhm.
they're like, all right, well, I mean, we'll just send the money back to him. Just confirm that that's what you want to do. I was like, yep, do it. And then they did it. So I didn't have to, I don't know. Maybe it could be some grandma's sending her grandson money. She might be offended that it was immediately sent back, but maybe she'll find the right grandson.
I hope so.
I had something like that happen in Cash App. Somebody, but it wasn't $130 something, but they sent like 25 or 50 several years ago. And I'm trying to remember, did I send it back?
Oh, well.
Because my thing is, you send me money, you fucked up.
Yeah.
Now, if you send me a message and say, hey, I made a mistake. I meant to tap this other person's name and blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. If you're open and honest with me, I'll send it back. But if you just send me money and you never say anything,
Mhm. Yeah.
lucky me,
I know someone who has a very common word handle on one of these platforms, and they just randomly receive money all the time.
Do they keep it?
I think so. Because it's like people don't pay attention to what they're
Just
doing.
Don't touch it till the statute of limitations is up.
Because it'd be like if you had the handle Smith
Mm-hmm.
and somebody meant to send it to Smith 7 and they just forgot the 7.
That's an interesting business model. Just get yourself a very common name and just let people screw up and send you money.
But unlike fishing,
It's like kind of like spearfishing, but well, not the physical spearfishing.
it's magnet fishing.
We're out here Venmo fishing. Fishmo.
Is that all you've had going on?
No,
last
but
week?
that's all I can think of right now.
You didn't write it in your journal?
No, not that.
Hmm.
It's in the Venmo log, public transaction.
You don't disable your public Venmo?
That was, I don't use it enough to look.
I don't even have a Venmo.
That's the only one I have. I don't have Cash App.
I have Cash App, but I don't have Venmo.
I swear I'm a financial exchange because I have every app you can think of. And at a previous job, I was one of the only people who carried cash. So I would be the till for people. They'd be like, I need to turn this into cash or break this into this or turn this into Venmo. And I'm just kind of like, bring it.
Grow up, bro. Go to the ATM.
I am fee free
Are you?
for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? Charge 3.29% interest off of a $5 bill?
No,
Like,
pick a good round number so the math is easy.
5%.
Zero is really rounded. It's very easy.
10. It's super simple.
I don't know. 25 works.
100.
30 is easier.
You give me 2 times the amount you want, I'll take half of it.
I mean,
Easy.
it's easy enough. All you got to do is follow the example that has been given to all of us. Today, it's 145%. Tomorrow, it's 185%. Next week, it'll be 25%.
Oh,
Donovan Atkinson, you could have went with Twitch, but no, that's where you went.
You just got to time that Maserati transaction perfectly.
On lighter note, I was on the side of a mountain for a few days. That's where he found me.
The
No, I'm
sunny
kidding.
side.
I was with some other people, but I was invited to go to a cabin in Tennessee by some friends.
That is very nice country up there.
It's one of the reasons that I'm actually here today was because flights are expensive. And so I figured I would make it worth my while because the cabin trip was only like 3 days. I'm not going to fly across the country, spend 3 days and then fly all the way back.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't either.
I figured I might as well drop by and see these assholes while I'm here. Can we swear on this podcast?
Fuck no.
Absolutely.
They do all the time. I don't, but that's what
Yeah.
makes me
Yeah,
me.
he's-
That asshole right there.
One of us has an image to obtain.
Yeah, he's like some kind of, image whore. I mean,
Saint. Wow. Rude.
he knows what a kid.
Definitely don't have a career in which it would be beneficial for me to not have stuff like that and be on the
This is-
internet. Definitely
he's-
not.
True.
Sam's diagnosing us right now. I think that's why he's here.
See, I figured this is some kind of clinical type thing that he's just not telling us about. And he'll do some kind of dissertation when he finally goes for his PhD.
He's got to pick the topic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true.
I mean, I'm a unique specimen.
We're just a couple of Southern assholes.
I'm going to ask a question. Was this a cabin in Gatlinburg or somewhere else?
Yes.
How dare you?
It was Gatlinburg.
Gatlinburg is somewhere else.
Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge area.
Okay, yeah. Those are some good cabins up there. I've been in one. That's why I was asking that question. Yeah,
the road was awful.
Some of them have this porch you can step out onto that you just look at the entire woods and you're like, you start drooling, just like your brain leaves your skull in the best way possible.
This one had like the porch was on two sides. There was like a screened in back porch that had a hot tub in it.
Mm-hmm.
It had a loft on the inside. It had internet.
Yeah.
Viasat.
They have internet too.
Viasat.
It was Viasat bolted, not even bolted to the side of the building. It was on a stick that if you park too close, you cut the internet off. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah. They used to have HughesNet mounted to the side of the building. I know this because the satellite dish is still there. And whoever did the retrofit, they didn't back out the old cables. They just cut them off and shoved new cables in the hole.
That checks out.
So in the bedroom I was staying in, the Viasat had these little triangle modems just scattered around everywhere. And so the coax comes in, goes to it. And inside the hole, they left like 3 inches of cut coax just sticking out the wall. And I'm like, professional job here.
That keeps the mouse from getting in.
They could have taken the old one out, put the new one in, and just caulked around it.
That's too much trouble, son.
They had to uncaulk it to get the new one in the first place.
Here's what I don't understand. I'm pretty confident that Viasat's not much cheaper than Starlink. Why the hell didn't they go with Starlink? Because that is a far superior, I will say it, a far superior product over Viasat.
It
Because
surprises me every time I use Starlink.
I'm pretty sure Viasat is cheaper, especially if you get a bulk deal. The terminal nodes are super cheap. The subscription's not very expensive, because consider it's for a cabin in the woods where you're outside a lot and you're traveling. You're not sitting there vegging out on TikTok all day, downloading torrents from space.
That's because you don't have Starlink.
Yeah. If you had Starlink, you could.
But even still, the Viasat gave us like 53 down by 4 up. And for 8 of us, at least 7 people were sitting there thumbing through TikTok with no problem.
Yeah, but you try to upload a picture of the campfire, you're going to be there a while.
I had a friend who was trying to upload 41 photos to their Facebook, and it took 3 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Also, there's no cell service on the top of that mountain.
Seemed like there's a lesson to be had there.
I think AT&T would get a radio wave here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Verizon and affiliates don't know what a mountain is. So yeah,
Would Wi-Fi calling work? It should.
it did.
Okay.
I switched mine. I switched my Wi-Fi. I made sure my Wi-Fi calling was on because I can't call 911 otherwise.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
GPS works great. There's nothing else higher than you.
Yeah, that's true.
And depending on the people around you, they may be higher than you, but still.
Mm.
But it was cool. I think the mountain was like 1,500 feet elevation where the cabin was sitting. So it was nice. It was beautiful out there. The roads are terrible, very steep, very winding.
Yeah.
I of course we get to the cabin and I'm just kind of like, all right, time to check out what technology is in here. Everything is defaults. Literally logged into the Viasat modem. The login credentials are just on the bottom. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They give you the Wi-Fi password on this little laminated sheet on the refrigerator, and it's just like, here's the 2.4 network. There's a 5 one available. They said connect to blah 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 24 blah blah blah. Here's the password, and I'm like, that's an interesting password. Turn the modem upside down. It's the same one.
That's probably
Literally.
whoever they have to come clean the place between tenants probably just has that on their list. Just hit the reset button on that device. Super simple management.
I guess.
I can say though, it's like I went to the Detroit airport for the first time.
I'm sorry.
It was actually really cool. They have a train inside that runs the entire length of the thing. So I get out of the terminal, I get off the plane, and I'm walking. I'm like, all right, this is an airport, yeah. And And then I'm just standing there. It's very long. I'm like, okay, this is the A concourse, whatever. And then I hear this rumbling. And I'm like, okay. And then it's getting louder. And I'm like, where is this coming from? And then in the distance, I see this red thing getting bigger. I'm like, what the heck is that? And then a train goes by above. And I'm like, I want to ride that. So I get on the escalator and I'm going up. And I got in and I'm like, neat. And then it starts going. And I'm like, this is cool.
And you ride it like a couple of times?
It's like 2 or 3 times. Because the Detroit airport from end to end is about a mile long.
Yeah.
So there's like 78 gates in just the A concourse. And so I walked end to end. I had a 3-hour layover. I had nothing else to do. So I just walked more than a mile, rode the train a couple of times, went underground to the other concourses, had a sandwich, walked back, rode the train a couple more times.
It's like a fucking amusement park to him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I need a poster for that Tom Hanks movie, The Terminal, but have Tyler's face
Yeah.
photoshopped on.
That's it.
Also, Detroit Airport, if you're listening, your information signs suck. There's a sign that's like, here's all the things. It's half alphabetized, but it's numbered. The numbers do not align to anything else. Like food is listed like 1 through 39. You'll have food vendor 6 next to 12, next is 7, next to 34, next to 8. And they're all in the same section of the airport. How am I supposed to find food vendor number 37 without just scanning the entire board? At least in the Atlanta airport, for all of its faults, because trust me, it has them. It goes, oh, Subway is near gate A34.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I know where that is.
Mm.
So get good.
Get good.
I bet they didn't think anybody would look at those signs.
I was hungry.
I'm just saying they put them up there because maybe it's a requirement, but they didn't think anybody could read.
Well, they found the one guy who can.
And people do come from outside Detroit.
Oh, no.
I like shitting on places I've never been.
I like shit on places I have been.
I have been to Las Vegas.
Which one?
The one in Nevada.
Okay.
I've actually been there. Been to Biloxi, New Orleans. I think I'd like stepped my toe in New Orleans because it was just a hop and a skip from Biloxi. But that's been years and years ago.
Don't worry, it's still there.
Pensacola, Jacksonville, Miami. Flew down to Miami, but we were only there for like a few hours. It was a company thing. And my boss at the time rented a car. And he wanted a convertible. So we got a convertible. So we're styling and profiling in Miami in a damn convertible. And I'd never been that far south. But
And you ain't been back since.
I haven't been back since. Yep. Didn't lose anything in Miami. Don't want to go back and find it. So anything else? Your last 2 weeks?
Work, I'm sure, but it was kind of a blur.
Yeah.
It was like work. A weekend happened, I guess. Work. Oh, I remembered. Actually at work, not at work, but with a group of people at work, we actually went to an escape room. First time I've ever been into an escape room.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And it was actually really cool. The thing, there were 8 of us because we had some people call out. And so they were like, well, the maximum for this expert level room is 8. Do y'all want to just all go in? We said, hey, yeah, we're like smart people, right? So we get in there, they give us the intro and everything. And it's like this 1960s styled room. And it's like, good luck.
Cool.
I'm not going to spoil the secrets of it because they prefer you not to, but it's got some secrets. It's based on the 1961 World Fair and some technology, we shall say. There's a lot of puzzles. There's some critical thinking involved. There's,
For that reason, I'm out.
for there may or may not be some timey-wimey stuff going on. But it's actually really cool. We made it with, I think, 16 minutes to spare. They give you an hour. And so we actually managed to beat it with 16 minutes to spare. And that was with 8 people.
Wow.
Nice.
So yeah, beyond that, it was like finish up work, escape room, finish that up, do laundry, pack, go to bed, wake up, go to the airport.
And then eventually wind up here.
Yeah, I just ended up here.
Mhm.
That just seems to happen.
Mm. All right. right, Sam. What about you?
I've got several things I can go through. Since I have done a video game binge on this show, I will give you something wholesome instead of a video game. Although I did start a new one that I'll probably talk to you guys once I get deeper into it. I started a new cozy game that completely spits in the face of what you expect a cozy game to be in every freaking way possible. So I have loved it. All I will say is the person that did the Stanley Parable is the person that made this cozy game. And that should tell you everything you need to know about what you could possibly expect from it.
I'm gonna venture to guess that 2 of the 4 people here have no fucking idea what you just said.
I'm gonna guess it's the people flanking me to my left and right.
Because
Donovan has no idea what the Stanley Parable is.
Yeah, no, I don't know what it is.
I thought it was me and Tyler.
I know what the Stanley Parable is.
All right, it's you and me, Donovan.
I don't know what.
Have they taken over the show?
Yeah, apparently.
We're coming for you.
I don't know what the Stanley Parable is.
Okay, so the Stanley short TLDR, just so you know, the Stanley Parable
is a game,
which was that's it. It's a game. Okay, moving on. No,
succinct.
Boy, right to the point.
Essentially, it is a game that has a narrator that goes through it, and it goes like, this is a story of a man named Stanley, a man who worked in an office. And he does this entire narrative. And the trick of the game is that you can follow what the narrator says, but you can also go your own path. And the fourth wall snaps in two at some point to where the narrator's even talking about you like, Stanley, you must have misheard me. I'll give you another chance. Stanley goes to the left, and stuff like that. And it starts kind of slow like that, but then it breaks into so many things. And they even released an ultra deluxe version of it where they added a bunch of new content into it and everything. So if you do plan to play it, get the ultra deluxe just so you get the whole version of the thing and stuff like that. But there is a moment, I don't want to spoil too many of them, right? Because these are beautiful moments that you just stumble into. But there's one branching path where eventually you're standing on the Rocket League pitch. So they even collaborated with other games in the middle of this thing. So it's like, fine, Stanley, you don't want to play my game? Here's another popular game that people have. Have fun kicking this ball around. See if I care. It's like the narrator gets pissy and everything. And the guy that plays the narrator does such a good job. I hope they paid him what he was worth because he's amazing at what he does.
He has an English accent if you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gathered.
But anyway,
I know what Rocket League is.
So they take this idea of a sort of narrative game like that and spit in its face and essentially break it. With this, a cozy game, the only thing I'll say is a cozy game is normally about the person that goes in the daily grind and can't stand it anymore, so goes for a simpler life.
Okay.
This one is about a person who is in the daily grind. The daily grind starts to not work, and they are forcibly put in the cozy situation, and they don't like it.
Wow, sounds like reverse Severance.
Stardew Valley, but you're held captive.
Essentially, yeah. I'll get deeper into it, whatever I get deeper into it. But for what I've been seeing, it calls my perfectionist butt out so hard. No, I will tell you that much. I've never had a game go, hey, I'm going to kick you in the teeth 3 minutes into this game. See how you like it. That's totally how that goes.
You know what? I need to interrupt you there. But you know what is really coming home to me now? How much older we are.
Than these two?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Stanley Parable came out in 2013.
It doesn't matter.
I was
it
old
does.
then too.
I was old then
But
too.
less seasoned.
Peeing less often.
Yeah, well, that's
In 2013.
A little
true.
bit.
That's true. Okay, continue, sir.
But I will give you more of a thing. So today at work, I got to go to the 4-H extension office. I work with some kids, so they take field trips. So I got to go to the local 4-H extension office. We got to, they had the kids help make some planted pots. So we got those. I made a thing of begonias that I then proceeded to give to my mom later. And
Aw.
apparently it's her favorite flower. I struck gold because I had no idea that that's what was going on, but it's one of her favorite flowers. So she's keeping it. I was like, if she doesn't want it, I'll keep it and water it and take care of it myself. But yeah, so I got to go to the extension office, do all that. And since I had the head of horticulture there, I went, I'm asking this dude some freaking questions because I am more the succulents sort of person. I love me a good succulent. Like, I just need to do some more research to get fully deeply into it. And there's a particular type known as an aeonium that I'm in particular wanting to grab a hold of, especially the type that's got this really dark red, almost like chocolate leaf to it that is freaking gorgeous. I'll give you guys a picture if I can find one. But he looked at me and gave me local references. Like, apparently there's a local place I had no idea about that's run by two sisters and everything that I need to look into now. So I'm like, this is what happens when you ask experts in a field about their expertise. They give you crap you didn't know existed. So yeah, I've got a place to call now to try to track down an iodium. So
Well, there you go.
who knows? This may become a thing as we go through these different episodes about how Samuel's tracking down an aeonium. But who knows?
Well, best of
Yes,
luck
I'm a
on
gardening nerd.
best of luck on your super succulent adventures.
Yes,
He likes
exactly.
succulents and I like succubuses. So anyway, or succubi. Is it succubi? It'd be succubi.
It would be succubi. Yeah. I've done too many fantasy things to not know that. Don't question me, people.
Just round out that section with a grammar lesson.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
With our sponsor, Grammarly. No.
yeah.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, that's cool. I guess it's me now, huh?
You want?
You could just pass.
I could, but I got a horror story.
Actually, is it over?
I don't know
How do you not know?
because I just don't know. So, without naming names, of course, I think we can all agree that at some level, Wi-Fi is just simply black magic and voodoo.
There are some
Mm-hmm.
opaque parts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So I've got this one particular client and their office, I probably overbuilt the Wi-Fi, but I did it on purpose because I wanted to make sure that I had everything absolutely 100% saturated. These are Ubiquiti Wi-Fi 6 Access Point Pros. There's 5, I think, in the first floor. And then there's a Wi-Fi 6 mesh upstairs in the conference room. All right. So until about a couple of weeks ago, everything was hunky-dory. Don't know what happened. But suddenly they started having an issue with one particular, I'm going to say brand of laptop, because the 2 laptops that have so far been the bane of my existence are HP. So the first issue cropped up that and I know you've probably seen this before, Ben, you go to connect to a Wi-Fi network in Windows 10 or Windows 11, and it'll come up, it'll try, and then it says, can't connect to this network.
Yeah.
And there's no fucking rhyme or reason why.
Quite the verbosity of that message is
I mean, it's spectacular.
pinpoint exactly the issue. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can go through all of the troubleshooting. You can do a network reset. You can do everything. And no matter what you do, it will not work. Now, Tyler and I ran into this issue a few years ago at another client that we had on a couple of different laptops, I believe. And the way we solved it, which still made no logical sense whatsoever, was we created a separate SSID. So if the main ID was my Wi-Fi, then the second one would be my Wi-Fi backup. Same credentials, same settings. The only thing that's different is the SSID, right?
Off of the same physical access point, too.
Yeah. And it would connect to that. So I tried the same thing this time around. No joy. Absolutely refuses. When you can finally get it through some miracle of whatever, because I brought the laptop here, hooked it up to this Wi-Fi network. It worked okay. Didn't have a problem. It connected to this network. I I even created the same SSID that I have there with the same password so that I'm like, this is it. This is the same. Ping times, latency, everything looked okay. Because that was another issue is you could ping the firewall at a command prompt and it would ping like 3 times and drop like 3 or 4 pings. It was terrible. So the way I solved the first problem was I disabled the internal Wi-Fi radio and we used a TP-Link external USB adapter, fucking connected to the network. No problem. So get the laptop here yesterday. Make sure it's fully updated, drivers, everything. Rocking right here. Take it back up there this morning. Won't fucking connect to the damn network. So, and that with the internal. Because I wanted to try it since the internal would work here. Because my initial assessment was something's wrong with the Wi-Fi radio in this thing. But when I got it here and it was working, I was like, okay. And those are Wi-Fi 6 access points. The one above me is a 5. I've got a 6 in the house. I even went in there to say, is there some kind of weird incompatibility that's happened between Wi-Fi 6 and Wi-Fi 5? And anyway, so, and I'm texting with him this morning and I'm like, this thing is starting to really piss me off. I'm upstairs. I create this separate SSID. I make it a hidden network. I connect to it, and I did so many troubleshooting steps. I can't remember if the internal would connect to it or wouldn't connect to it, or it did, but then it didn't, or the latency was all fucked up. I can't remember. But ultimately, with that particular laptop, what I wound up doing is using the external. Mm-hmm. And the external worked. But here's the funny part. The external connected to their main SSID dropped packets all over the fucking place. The external connected to the hidden network, same access points, different SSID, but same password, no latency problems. All the settings are the same. 2.4, 5 gigahertz, band steering, everything. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to keep this thing and this is the way these laptops are going to work. So I go back downstairs, and the reason why they're using these is this is a medical office. I'll just say that. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah. But so they've decided to increase their efficiency. Instead of waiting for the patient to get up to the front to pay, they're going ahead and getting them to pay while they're still in the chair, so to speak.
Huh.
While they're under the influence.
Yeah, maybe whether they're under the influence.
Do they ask for a tip too?
Yeah, well, it makes you wonder. So
probably.
So they got this cart that they roll around from area to area. And this particular software, which is a client server-based software, if it gets interrupted with its connection to the server, its recovery is about, I don't know, say 85% of the time it won't. It'll just freeze, and
it's
you have
as
to
graceful as a newborn giraffe.
Yeah, you have to task kill it. You can go in the task manager and kill it, and then start over. So I was like, "How's everything working today?" Because the other laptop has been using the internal Wi-Fi on it, and she was like, "Yeah, it's working great. I needed to add some printers for it or whatever." I said, "Okay, well, let me change it. I'm going to change it to this backup that's specifically for these laptops, and I'm going to make it forget the other one." She's like, okay. So I walk my happy ass out the door. I'm tired of this. I feel like I've got to work around. I get home. Within 2 minutes of walking into this office, I get a text from one of my primary contacts there. "Are you still here?" I'm like, "No." Sends me a text message I don't understand. So I call her, and she says, so-and-so says that, what is the other network that the laptop was connected to? I'm like, why? I said, well, when you swapped it over to the other, she said it's crashed like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, what do you mean crashed? What? She said, well, she went to print and it just crashed. And I'm like, what? So I walk her through how to get it back on the other one. Then I finally managed to remote into it. And then I look at some stuff, and I'm remoted into it, connected to the primary SSID, drop to a command prompt, ping the firewall, packet loss out the ass. I force it to connect to the other one, which then, of course, disconnects me. Then I get reconnected. I drop to a command prompt, do the pings, rock solid at 2 to 4 to 5 to 4 milliseconds to the firewall. I'm like, it's going to have to stay on that one. But I left the other one. I said, look, if she decides that things just don't feel stable, have her connect to the other one. But this new one I created is specifically for these two laptops or any other damn device in here that's causing a problem like this. So leave it connected. And that's the frustrating part is I don't know why it's doing what it's doing. And what doesn't make sense to me is how you can be connected to one SSID on the same physical access point and the packet loss is atrocious, but you can connect to another SSID that all the settings are exactly the same except the name and it's rock solid. So
I blame HP.
I'm thinking now it's a Realtek something or another.
Like most of them.
Yeah, Wi-Fi chip in it.
Yeah, Realtek or Broadcom.
I don't know what TP-Link uses. I think
Realtek. Usually.
Yeah. So this is, and so the external is a TP-Link. It's one of those that comes out and has the, what do you say? That's about a 6-inch.
Closer to 9.
9-inch. It's got a long antenna. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it's like 6 inches.
Yeah, that's 6 inches right here. So I don't know. That is a level of frustration because that is where we're problem solvers. This is what we do, right? Mm-hmm. This is probably 90% of the gig.
Yeah. And
when I'm at a loss, I feel like it's time to just, okay, I'm hanging up my spurs. I'm done because I can't fucking figure this shit out. So yeah, that wasn't the last 2 weeks, but that culminated this week in all of this nonsense is this problem.
Why is it a laptop? That's my first question. Why is it a mobile PC?
Because they have to physically move it.
Why?
To go to the patient.
They've got it on a rolling cart, one that they can stand up. So they need to be able to move it. They have what they call bays. So they have to move it into where there's a bay that has like 4 sections where you got 4 patients. So she'll go in there. She'll do whatever they need to do. She's got the little clover thing so they can pay with credit card and she puts all the information in. Then she comes out, she goes down the hall, she'll go into the other bay. That's the reason why it has to be a laptop.
Okay.
My phone never has a problem.
Replace all their laptops with iPhones, clearly.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, iPad would be better anyway.
It doesn't work with the software.
It doesn't work with the software.
Fire the client.
I can't.
That went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Nope. Went from 0 to not going to fuck with us anymore.
Yeah, I can't fire this client.
Yeah, I know. But we're going to get you some clients.
I mean, clearly, the more logical solution here is replace the laptops with actual good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
And if they're not willing to do that, fire them.
These are, what's that line of HPs?
Envy? It's the one I think of as Envy.
That's the printers.
That's Envy laptops.
Envy printers are the worst.
It's
Are they Elite books?
No, they've got another line. Like Light or damn.
I mean, if it's not an Elite book, then it's not good.
Probably $3.99 on Amazon. If I know this client.
It's an HP. Well, to be fair, I bought the damn things.
It's not an HP Stream, is it?
I think it's a 15XXX something or another. But I bought them off of Amazon. I think I bought these. They bought some of them and I bought some of them. But anyway, I think they retail around about $500-600 because that's usually where we try to hit because none of the clients will spend more than that on the laptop.
They do now.
Well, yeah, they're all more expensive, but
yeah. The company I work for, if you request a Windows computer, they issue you an HP Elite book. And at my previous job, we purchased like refurbished HP Elite books, and they never caused us any problems aside from dropping dead because, well, one had a bad battery.
You guys get this bullshit. Fucking making us wait while you find some minute detail.
I'm over here ordering DoorDash. I'm kidding.
Hey, why don't you get me something cold too?
All right, yeah. What you want? Cold chicken nuggets?
Fries. I like my fries.
You like them stone
Good
cold?
And cold, yeah.
McDonald's coming up.
Yep. They look fresh.
I'll put them in the microwave for you.
It's an HP laptop 15-EF2126WM.
So it's just an HP.
From Walmart?
It came from Amazon. Yeah.
In my experience, if the serial number ends with WM or the model number ends with WM, it was distributed by Walmart.
No, these actually came from Amazon.
So someone bought them from Walmart and put them on Amazon.
Sold them on Amazon. Yeah.
I don't know. That just sounds like they're consumer,
They are.
not their business ones.
Yeah.
They're not.
Like I said,
We won't buy any more of those. Let's put it that way.
Give everyone Surface Pro 11s with 5G. You will spend $2,500 on that for each unit.
They do have 2 Surface Pros there. I
they'll
think
last a while.
I think they're 8s or 9s or something. Whatever. They're only about 3 years old, I guess, 3 or 4 years old. So anyway, yeah, that's what I've been dealing with, and I don't know about that. Just trying to get to the site.
Getting captures, it's like I never left.
But yeah, that's that. You know, we've on our list for our other show, we have imposter syndrome. That's when that really kicks in, because then I start realizing that I don't know as much as I think I know.
I'm supposed to know how to solve this,
Exactly.
but it's escaping me.
Yeah.
In a clever manner. But yeah, that, or I don't have the right tools to find exactly what's going on.
Yeah, half of mine are on the other side of the country right now. Because I do have some Wi-Fi related tools like spectrum analyzers
I
and
would
stuff.
guess, yeah.
I don't think it's interference.
I think it's an issue with the laptop.
Yeah.
I still think it could still be a software problem.
His suggestion was actually blow it away and reload it.
My first question was, is this the OS install that came on the system? He said yes. I said delete it.
Has any physical work been done to this? Like they break the screen and change the LCD or anything?
He would have been the one to do it.
Well, just not always.
Now,
that kind of client likes to try to do shit themselves.
Not that level of stuff.
Yeah, no, they don't do that. They're
more likely to go buy a separate laptop and then tell you about it 3 weeks later.
If somebody has a nephew who is keen, they are susceptible
Sounds like
to
someone's got some horror stories we could get into at some other point.
Yeah.
They are no longer my clients.
So some people are really keen and they have a natural talent for making things worse.
Yeah, but client doesn't know that
until it breaks
just a
further.
nephew down the street.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
And then they call you in to fix what they fucked up.
And it's like, yes,
it's a new laptop. That's what that is.
Then on the other end of the spectrum, you've got people like my mom that baby's day out's their way into figuring out the problem. But I'm like, technology doesn't work that way. I'm just going to go jump off of something now because I don't.
Exactly. So I don't know. I walk away from that going, I just don't, I feel icky because I can't figure it out.
It feels unfinished.
That's it. It feels unfinished.
Yeah,
it's
I get it.
There's a sense of accomplishment when we do jobs and, do installations and you're really proud of it and all. And
when you finish
and then you're like throwing mud at the fucking wall trying to figure out why the signal's not getting through. And then you walk away thinking, okay, I've got a viable workaround.
But it's still just a workaround.
It's a workaround. And then 30 minutes later, you're told your workaround no longer works.
It's just around. See, if you had let me know you had Wi-Fi issues ahead of time, I could have brought things.
I'm supposed to assume there's always something.
You were in Tennessee when I found out about this.
You should have let me know 3 days before that.
I'm not clairvoyant.
Tell
your clients to give more notice when they're going to have
a problem.
When I was looking around at what to bring, I was like, what should I prepare for? And one side of my brain said something to do with Wi-Fi. And I'm like, why though? And then I get here and I see exactly why.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we'll stop beating that one to death. Let's move on to some stories. I will...
because it's getting close to dinner time already.
Story time.
It's story time. Oh, don't worry. We got another hour and a half.
I'll be a skeleton in this chair.
Yeah. We may have
Donovan's going to be sitting in a puddle.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So this only really pertains to anybody that has a Mac of some sort.
All right, I'm out.
Yep.
Mac browser Arc is being discontinued in favor of new Dia. I guess that's how you'd say it. Dia app. This is a 9-to-5 Mac. Did you ever try being the Arc browser?
No, I've seen a few things about it. I've seen talk about this Dia app, and I was like, that's like the open source Vizio.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've not read any more into it.
There's also like
This is clearly not that, but
there's also like an LLM named Dia, and it's like three-letter names are monopolized.
Ooh. Whatever podcast we come up with next would be called Dia.
Call it Q like everything else.
Q Dia.
The Dia pod. Anyway. So the Mac browser Arc, which aimed to reinvent web browsing as a more personal internet computer experience, is being discontinued less than 2 years after its launch. The browser's parent company is shifting focus to a new app called Dia, which they claim represents the future of internet usage. According to CEO Josh Miller, while Arc gained a loyal following, it failed to achieve widespread adoption primarily due to its steep learning curve and complexity. Side note, it was fucking horrible. I hated it. I couldn't figure it out. I mean, I don't believe we can get into that after I finish, but I just don't think anybody's ever going to beat the paradigm that we have of the way web browsers work right now.
I mean, it was targeted at it ended up being targeted at power users, not the general public.
Yeah, and I don't think the power users really took to it either.
Some did, like Arch Linux.
So the browser attempted to incorporate too many features that were ultimately used only by a small percentage of users. And rather than trying to simplify Arc, the company decided to start fresh with Dia. The decision to create Dia was influenced by feedback from Scott Forstall, who compared Arc to a saxophone, powerful but difficult to master, and suggested they should aim to create something as accessible as a piano. Dia is being designed with simplicity, speed, and security as foundational elements rather than afterthoughts. The company will not open source Arc, citing the need to protect their proprietary development kit. Dia, which is currently in alpha testing, is being developed with an AI-first approach to web browsing. Initially, access will be granted to existing Arc members. This move marks a significant shift in the company's strategy, essentially abandoning their original vision for Arc in favor of what they believe will be a more accessible and future-focused internet browsing solution with Dia.
AI first, huh? So what cloud service is going to run it? Who's going to pay for it?
We are.
Because like Google already tries to cram Gemini down your throat. Microsoft's trying to cram Copilot of all sorts down your throat. It's like a browser itself can't do that because you can't run it locally yet. You can't run any of that locally. And so, yeah, I can add a shortcut to ChatGPT as my search engine already today in Chrome. You don't need a browser for that.
I mean, it is my default. I use a plugin in Edge that whenever I just do the standard type in the address bar, it automatically shoots it to ChatGPT. Because in my personal experience, ChatGPT right now in its current form is the best and most accurate chat engine, search engine out there.
I mean, I don't have any issues with Google.
Google
search engine. I have issues with Google.
Yeah.
Google search engine does what I need it to do. And I don't need a computer to coddle me. It says way too many words for the number of results I get.
Yeah, I'd like to tune it down to go, just tell me the fucking answer. I don't need the history and what websites you got it from. And just tell me the answer.
I mean,
if I don't believe you, I'll tell you. But
I mean, it's useful to know where you're getting the results from because you can go double check it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've encountered that like even Google's AI overview, which admittedly was garbage at the start, it's gotten better. Straight up lies. Like it'll be like, oh yeah, this is this. You click the source and it's not in the source at all.
Yeah, but if I want a recipe for whipped cream because I just forgot the ratio, just tell me the fucking recipe.
Well, don't forget to add your pebbles.
I don't need to go. I'm not going to second guess you.
You add your Elmer's glue and your pebbles and your cream and your milk.
I always forget the glue.
Yeah.
To hold it together.
That's her favorite part of it.
Mm-hmm. But that's Gemini.
Good binder.
It's a good binder. It's what holds the pizza together. But yeah, I mean,
it's like, what does an AI first browser even mean?
I don't know.
Like a browser receives HTML and JavaScript and displays it on a page. What more do you actually need it to do?
So if it's AI first, who's doing the browsing?
It, I guess.
Saving me from having to do what?
And which LLM is it doing?
Yeah.
You know, are they going to partner with OpenAI? Are they going to partner with Anthropic? Are they going to try to roll their own
model?
DeepSeek.
DeepSeek. I don't know.
Yeah, when the whole buzz about the Arc browser came out, it was like, oh, it's a brand new browser. And I'm like, it's Chromium.
I mean, there's only one browser that I know. One
is a browser engine.
There's only one browser I know of that is not based on Chromium. Firefox.
Yeah.
And it's dying a very slow death.
I mean, it's holding on for dear life.
It is, but I think the Mozilla Foundation is in financial trouble. So
Again. But like,
so,
anytime there's news about a new browser, I just ignore it because none of what they're saying is true. They're stretching the truth at best. It's not going to be a paradigm shift. You're not going to synergize the whatever the crap.
all the buzzwords.
Yeah, all the buzzwords. It doesn't matter. This thing will be dead in 2 years.
Yeah.
Look at where we are.
Sam, what do you use? Chrome?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm probably the outlier here.
I use Edge now too.
Do you?
Have for a few months now.
So I use 3 different browsers.
Well, you have a particular reason.
I use Chrome for my normal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I use Firefox at work because that's what they give us. And I use Edge on my television computer.
Mm.
And for a while it was good, but it slowly become more dog shit.
What, Edge?
Yeah, it just eats all the CPU for no apparent reason.
They're borrowing it to run Copilot.
We figured it out.
Yes.
I'm just trying to watch a stream and it's over here sitting there using 75% of my CPU calculating LLMs on an Intel Atom.
Mm-hmm.
Uninstall Copilot.
I actually have
You just got to do it every morning. Part of your routine.
Mhm.
Shit, shower, shave,
Copilot.
uninstall Copilot.
You know, a script, a PowerShell script.
But in that case, you just run it every 2 hours.
Put it in the task scheduler.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I actually have the IoT, the enterprise IoT version of Windows 11 on that computer because it doesn't come with it doesn't come with pretty much anything. You barely get a kernel in it. But, and so it doesn't do much.
Yeah.
It doesn't have Copilot in it. It doesn't have, the freaking calculator was the Windows 7 calculator.
Oh.
I had to go install the Windows 10 calculator. So like, that's the level of bare bones in it. And
Yeah.
I'm like, all I need this to do is open a web browser and go to 2 websites. That is it.
Yeah.
Windows 10 was still a better choice.
Yeah, and I know this is getting a little off topic, but I still prefer Windows 10 over Windows 11. But
And you will until Windows 12 comes out, and then you'll have a death grip on Windows 11.
I don't think they'll ever get 11 as good as 10. Of course, we
No.
shit all over 10 to begin
We
with.
did.
In 20,
We were like, let's just go back to XP.
well, that's the thing.
No, 7.
This is a little bit off topic, but in 2015, in 2015, Windows 10 wasn't completely done.
Yeah.
It got really good in 2017.
Mhm.
1703, 1709 after that knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
1803 came through materially better. And it's like they just made it better and better until they stopped.
Yeah, and did whatever the hell they decided they were what they were smoking whenever they decided to have Windows 11.
Windows 11's been out for what? 10 years now?
It feels like it.
But still,
Support for 10 is out in October, so
I'll be running it in 2026. I don't give a shit.
yeah. I mean, you can still get updates. You got to pay for them.
Don't have updates now.
We have clients where we have to make sure that they stay updated, so we don't have a choice.
Would I
It's in the
recommend
contract.
Would I recommend what I do to clients? No.
No.
I also don't restart ever.
Yeah, you were over a year now?
Before I left, it was at like 368 days or something
Windows box?
that I actively use every day.
Yeah.
Interactively, not a server. I'm going for 500. I got almost to 500 last time. I got to 497, and then my graphics driver decided to shit the bed and actually crash the whole computer.
Dang.
Anyways,
Yep. Okay. So yeah,
Arc's dead. Who cares?
Arc's dead. And I like Edge simply because it's I put my tabs on the side, and you can't do that in Chrome without a plugin.
You can do it in Firefox with a plugin, and like everyone at work does it. And I'm like, I don't like it.
I've gotten accustomed to it. I just really like it, but
It takes up too much of my screen.
well, it's made for large, wide monitors, tall. I mean, everything. So
I've just got standard 16:9 4Ks. Like I don't want my tabs to take up 3 inches of my screen. It's not actually 3, but I don't want tabs to be taking up, the last 2 inches of my screen.
listen to him. I just got standard 4Ks. I mean,
Not your fancy ultra wide 21:9 over here, mister.
believe it or
Even-
not, that 32-inch 4K monitor I like better than that curved Samsung.
That's what I
Yeah.
told you.
I want 2 of those.
Yeah.
I've got 3. Actually, that's a lie. I have 2 and then a 43 inch.
Okay, moving on.
These people
out of
with
my
multiple
league.
monitors. Meanwhile, I have one singular monitor.
How do you function? I cannot function on a singular monitor.
Yeah. I would be going from 4 to 3 though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You got 4 monitors right now.
It's fucking annoying.
Yeah. I got to have at least 2. 2 to me is I might could swing 3, but 2 is kind of the.
See, 3.
I mean, technically, I've augmented things with tablets. Let's put it this way. I've got an old iPad over there for my Twitch stream, and then I've got another one that's currently in the living room, and I'm not going to go get it just to show you guys on an audio podcast that I sometimes have over here that has stuff open when this screen's fully occupied. So
for me, the 3 is pretty good because in the middle, I can have the thing I'm working on. To one of the sides, I can have reference material. And on the third side, I can have some form of streaming media playing.
I did have a 3 monitor setup for podcasting a couple of years ago. I had a 25 in the middle and then 2 22s on the sides. And that worked really well because I could like move OBS over to like one of them and do some other stuff. But I mean, don't get me wrong. The curved monitor is nice, but I found because it's not 4K, but I found that even though this isn't like the best 4K monitor you can get,
Still good though.
it was like $230 for a 32-inch 4K monitor. It was phenomenal. And especially whenever, because the monitor next to it is a 24-inch non-4K. When I drag stuff from the 4K over there,
It's like you're relegating it.
yeah, it's like, oh, I can see the dots. No.
I remember before you got that 32, I was telling you about the how I have 28-inch, which is kind of small, but I was like, I have the DPI set to 150%. Text looks so good. And you were like, I don't really know. And then you got one and you're like, I can't go back.
I can't go back. Now I need a second one. And I just haven't gotten it. So, okay, moving on. Next story. FBI wants access to encrypted iPhone and Android data.
Screw you.
And so does Europe.
no surprise.
Yeah, it's no surprise, but how about we don't?
So the FBI is pushing for lawful access, in quotes, to fully encrypted data on iPhones, Android devices, and messaging platforms, arguing it's crucial for law enforcement to combat crime and protect victims. They emphasize this would require court orders and isn't technically a backdoor since users already trust companies with their operating systems and security keys.
Do we?
No, we do not. This initiative isn't unique to the U.S. Countries including the UK, Australia, India, and Brazil are pursuing similar frameworks. The UK's actions have already prompted legal challenges from Apple, particularly regarding access to iPhone backups and iCloud. The European Union is also moving in this direction through its Protect EU initiative, with EU officials citing that law enforcement lacks access to crucial data in approximately 85% of investigations. However, privacy advocates, including the Center for Democracy and Technology, known as the CDT, strongly oppose these measures, warning that weakening encryption would compromise security for individuals, businesses, and public institutions. The debate highlights a growing tension between law enforcement's investigative needs and digital privacy rights. Technology companies like WhatsApp continue to advocate for strong end-to-end encryption, viewing this as a crucial battle they cannot afford to lose in protecting user privacy and security. This ongoing conflict represents a fundamental clash between public safety concerns and digital privacy rights, with significant implications for the future of encrypted communications. So I understand. I try to look at this from both sides. I try to look at it from the law enforcement side. Not that I've ever been in the law enforcement, but I see the benefit of being able to get into communication that gives you better access to get truly bad guys. Okay, I get that. I'm not willing, however, to sacrifice my privacy for them to be able to do that because I don't trust them not to abuse the privilege. We've already seen that they will do it.
I mean, look at wiretapping and all the controversies that have come around that.
Yeah.
From I was like, oh, well, yeah, this was illegally wiretapped here. This was illegally wiretapped there. It's just like, yeah, we're going to trust these same people with our digital access to our encrypted digital data.
The Patriot Act is one of the worst things that the United States ever did. And part of that is where they can do the wireless wiretap.
This is now a political podcast.
Well, no, I'm just saying that's where this will come. This is exactly what will happen.
Yeah.
They're claiming now, oh, we'll have to get a warrant. No, you won't. No, you will not, especially not with this current regime. You will not. I don't trust it. I don't want it.
And also, like,
Now it's a political podcast.
and see, also, if you consider, like, okay, well, it's only law enforcement that'll do it. Sure.
Yeah. Bullshit.
So what about the bad actors who use the same methods?
Mm-hmm.
Because end-to-end encryption cannot, by design, be decrypted without one side being compromised or a third key being in the mix, which is known as a backdoor.
Mm-hmm.
So either they will have to ban end-to-end encryption wholesale, which
I think that's what they're after.
would cause a lot of problems.
Yeah.
There are countries in this world that have encryption banned, and we would basically become a third world country.
Yeah.
So you'd either have to get rid of end-to-end encryption, make it end-to-end-to-end encryption, the middle end being them,
Mm-hmm.
or just accept the fact that anything that claims to be encrypted really isn't. Because it's like, okay, if they're trying to get like encrypted phone backups and stuff, or the simpler example, your data in iCloud that's encrypted, Apple can't even read it.
No.
You have to log in to get it. Does Apple have the keys? Technically.
They claim they don't.
The key, well, I think what's happening there is because you log in with your username and password, and you now are granted access to the data on their server. The encryption key has to be somewhere to unlock it with your password.
Mm.
So Apple has the encrypted version of your key.
Okay. Yeah, that
So
makes sense.
Apple, they can claim they don't have the encryption key because they don't have the plain text key. They have a key encrypted by a password that you have. So they can go, oh yeah, I don't have it. But as long as someone has your password, you can have the key. So if Apple were to encrypt your private key with your password and the government's key, then the government can access it at any time.
Mm-hmm.
Apple still could go, I don't have access to it. The government would.
Yeah, the government would.
Or even if Apple had a security key where they're like, okay, here's the secondary key. We only give it under court orders, and it's different for every user. Then yeah, the court order, give us access to this iCloud. They could go unlock, here you go. But at that point, your secure data isn't secure because if anyone else gets that other key.
Yeah.
And data breaches happen all the time.
Yeah.
Social engineering is quite powerful. Just because you work at Apple doesn't mean you're immune to humanness.
Yeah, I mean, LifeLock sent me an email today talking about it. It's something about 85 million accounts compromised or something. I just kind of looked and went, oh, another day that ends in Y.
Yeah. So because if they start with this and they're like, oh, well, we can access your encrypted data that's stored in iCloud, but only with a court order. And it's like, that is one stroke of a pen away from being encryption's illegal.
Yeah. And
they're like, oh, we're protecting the idea is, oh, the encryption can protect you from bad actors, but the government's here to help. This still is not a political podcast. It's just you can replace the government there with a bad actor pretending to be the government, and the same issue arises.
Who was it that said it? I think Reagan said that. He said the scariest words that you ever hear from someone is, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's sort of the question I was going to ask as the person that sometimes takes I do not do IT and all of that stuff. So I am of a lower level on the hierarchy than the rest of the people on this show, right? So that's kind of my job to ask what I sometimes think are the dumb questions, either that or that's just my imposter syndrome. But so if you put a door in something and we go theoretically, oh, this door is made for these people, that doesn't mean someone else can't walk through that door. Or theoretically, that's what my brain comes up with anyway. And I don't know if I'm insane or not because I don't have the level that you guys do, right? So it's me essentially thinking, you make that opening. Theoretically, isn't that making a vulnerable spot that some bad actor could just take aim and fire at?
Yeah.
Any door or entryway is a vulnerability. This applies in digital stuff. This applies in physical structures. It's like you don't put portholes on the front hull of a ship because it will make it too weak.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is the naval podcast.
There is one more thing I would like to equate it to that people probably see in real life but may not realize. So the fire department has to be able by law to get into buildings.
Mm-hmm.
They have to be able to by law access elevators. They have to by law be able to get in and access certain secure facilities that could potentially contain humans.
Yeah.
These are locked.
Mm-hmm.
These have independent keys. Like, let's say my apartment elevators have an elevator key.
Right.
No one else has that elevator key. This elevator key is locked in a box on the wall. You know what this locked box is locked with? A standard key.
Mm-hmm.
The fire department in the city has a key. This key works in every single building.
Mm-hmm.
There may be one of about 5 keys to unlock this unique key at my apartment. So sure, the fire department doesn't have the key to my apartment's elevator. They have the key that gets the key. I could illegally buy a key that unlocks this box, and then I have access to the elevator.
Yeah.
I am not the fire department, in case anyone was wondering. I look at it kind of the same way.
That's a good analogy.
It's like,
Yeah.
sure, my iCloud data, well, I don't have iCloud data, but your iCloud data is secure with your key. But if they make your key available through another key, your key is no longer secure. It's available to whoever has the other key to get your key.
Well, see, I'm also concerned about them getting into like Signal and WhatsApp, being able to jump in there. And
Signal would sooner shut down.
Yeah. So, and all the issues that the government had with the whole Signal chat. I mean, ultimately, I didn't realize it at the time until they finally started reporting, but it wasn't Signal. It was a separate app.
It's a fork of Signal.
It was a fork of Signal. So it wasn't Signal itself. They were making Signal like, I kept hearing on all kinds of podcasts, it's like, yeah, you shouldn't be using Signal, but the Chinese are in it, it's blah, 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 blah. And it's like, guys, no, it's not Signal. It's something or another.
It's an Israeli fork of Signal specifically for use by government officials because it logs everything.
Yeah.
Apparently publicly.
Shout out to Tom Merritt, who, as usual, said nothing of what you were saying, Donovan. Just saying. There's a reason I hand people DTNS.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I saw the news things coming out that Signal was compromised, I just turned it all off and I'm like, nope, it isn't.
Mm-mm.
It couldn't be. Well, not that I'm saying, oh, it couldn't be, but the way they were reporting it, I'm like, this doesn't sound right. I'm going to wait about a week, let the dust settle, and then the truth will come out.
See, that actually got me aggravated with one of my favorite tech podcasts, Grumpy Old Geeks. Jason and Brian were shitting all over Signal, saying, yeah, you shouldn't use Signal. I'm like, guys.
Signal's end-to-end encrypted.
It's end-to-end encrypted. Nobody said that because they were claiming that Chinese were sitting in the middle of this, grabbing the data.
Even if they were, you know what they receive? Gibberish.
Exactly.
The Signal servers are nothing but store and forward proxies.
Yeah. Okay. I guess we need to move on if we want to be here till midnight.
I was like, wait, what article was this? Still Dia? Like, no.
This is one that Tyler is really tickled about. Java turns 30.
Oh, fuck that.
And there's no stopping it now. This is from InfoWorld. So as Java celebrates the 30th anniversary since its introduction by Sun Microsystems on May 23rd, 1995, industry experts remain confident about its continued relevance and longevity in enterprise computing. The programming language has maintained its prominence through significant transitions, including Oracle's acquisition of Sun in 2010, and consistently ranks at or near the top of the, y'all gonna have to help me.
I'll say TOB.
TOB Language Popularity Index. I will tell you, I have no fucking clue what that is.
Never seen that before.
A programming language popularity index. It's been around for quite some time.
Are we pronouncing it correctly?
I don't know. I've never heard it spoken.
Then we are.
Okay.
I pronounced it Tyobe.
Tyobe.
But
okay.
I'm also probably wrong.
I think TOB requires fewer muscles.
Yeah, exactly. Java's creator, James Gosling, notes that the language continues to see heavy use and active development, predicting decades of continued vitality ahead. Oracle's Jorge? I think that's Jorge Saab, emphasizes Java's ability to adapt to changing technology trends while maintaining its core strengths in enterprise applications. The language has successfully evolved to address new hardware capabilities, programming paradigms, and use cases. While some industry observers like Adobe CEO Paul Janssen point out that Java may not be the preferred choice for smaller applications due to its verbosity and performance characteristics,
No shit.
Only?
they acknowledge its staying power in enterprise environments. Recent surveys indicate that 99% of companies use Java in their infrastructure or software, highlighting its crucial role in business-critical applications. Java is expanding in emerging technologies such as cloud computing, artificial intelligence, and edge computing. And under Oracle stewardship and the OpenJDK community's guidance, the language continues to evolve at an impressive pace. The upcoming JDK 25, a long-term support release, is scheduled for September 16th, demonstrating Java's ongoing commitment to innovation and improvement. The general consensus among industry experts is that Java remains a foundational language that successfully balances innovation with stability, ensuring its relevance for years to come in the enterprise computing landscape. I need that on the soundboard. Just get that, the throwing up sound.
Emerging technologies such as cloud computing. This isn't
A foundational
2005.
language.
Well, it is, unfortunately. But like, who uses AI for Java or Java for AI?
I don't know.
That's Python.
Yeah.
Python's king in
Everything.
machine learn. No, not everything. It's barely good at anything. But
That's because you're not good at Python.
machine learning and scientific computing, Python is king. Everything else, it's not good.
I don't know. My assistant's pretty good at whipping stuff up.
Well, yeah, Python's easy to understand. That doesn't make it a good language. That's like Java. Java is in the enterprise. That doesn't mean it's a good language.
All right, I'm just gonna check out till the next podcast because Tyler's gonna keep shitting on me, even though I'm just talking shit.
I work in this industry.
Oh,
And
so do I.
I would say one of the only reasons that Java has the staying power it does is because of Amazon.
You think so?
Yes, Amazon is like one of the, if not the largest Java shops in the world.
Right on the back end.
I mean, you can't use Java on the front end anymore.
Yeah, because I don't even think it's a video game thing anymore. Like the only application I have that uses Java is Minecraft, and that's only because I'm too stinking cheap to rebuy a new version of Minecraft that isn't on Java, because I would have to do that. I don't
Well, the Java
play
version
Minecraft enough to do that.
the Java version of Minecraft, in my opinion, is still better than the Bedrock edition.
It is. It still gets the features first, and it's where all the modded scene is.
Yeah. So, and that's the only thing I use Java for. We used to have a switch. Matter of fact, I think it's sitting back there behind you, Ben.
HP Pro Curve.
Yeah, the Pro Curve required Java to be able to use the GUI.
Java in the browser.
Yeah, Java in the browser.
We had there was a GUI for one of the baseboard management things on our Sun boxes, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and you had to have Java to
That would make
get
sense.
in there. But why would this critical box require Java just to be able to turn the fucking thing on?
You said Sun, right?
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
But like Java,
So if I don't have Java installed on this laptop and I don't have internet access, I'm gonna have to fly back across the country to get something that works.
a paperclip, push the button.
Well, the upside on that Pro Curve was the fact that you could
You could telnet into it.
telnet into it.
Yeah.
Not SSH. You could telnet into it though.
Yeah, but the thing about it says 99% of companies use Java. 99% of the companies they surveyed
Mm-hmm.
use Java in their infrastructure. What does that mean? Because if you use a Java program as part of your infrastructure, but you do not own and operate it, that still counts as in your infrastructure.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of stuff written back in the day that ran Java. And so if you use a piece of hardware that runs Java, technically Java's in your infrastructure. And in certain cases, Java is fine. It's not good. It's fine.
Yeah, because there were certain, I hope they've gotten away from this, but there were certain Cisco switches that if you didn't want to do command line, you wanted a GUI, you would download the GUI. The GUI was a Java application.
But that's also still client side. This is like server side stuff
Yeah.
is where Java actually still lives, is in the back end doing things that you'd never see that it's Java. But like, someone ran some numbers and I don't remember who, but Java uses so much energy just existing that if you were to convert a lot of these core Java things over to something modern and safe like Rust, you would save so much in just electricity.
And so then we could send that over to the AI.
For the LLMs to run
Yeah.
them.
Send those extra CPU cycles to
Mhm.
Copilot.
There are, I can't give details, but there are major pushes inside large companies that have large Java code bases that they are moving to Rust and have been seeing gains upon gains. Yeah, there's a learning curve. There's a learning curve, but so many things that you would do in Java that would take this much. I mean, the people can hear it. So much code and boilerplate and structure and stuff that you can do in Rust in half the code,
Mhm.
and it runs 4 times faster. With one of the most impactful thing is it uses less CPU to do the same things, but also the amount of memory it needs is so much lower. There's no garbage collector. You don't have to sit there wasting cycles on the garbage collector. You don't have to have alarms that page your on-call people whenever the garbage collector gets stuck for 2 minutes. Like,
I'm sorry, that's just funny to think about.
none of this is a problem. You don't have to worry about your Java heap memory getting over 90% and crashing your application. These are actual issues that Java has. And only in recentish time did Java finally start adding reasonably modern features like generics. And of course, they did it in a really screwed up way. Because previously, before they added generics, Microsoft had, I was talking to you about this. It's like Microsoft has had generics for ages. Java only added it later, like after that, and they kind of like half-assed it. They've gotten a lot better. Java 17 is not terrible. Java 21 is materially better. They added closures at some point. But still, it's like, it feels a lot to me the way PHP is finally catching up with their 8 series.
Yeah.
After languishing for a long time.
Yeah.
I think Java did the same thing. And just because it has staying power, because it worked, that doesn't mean people liked it.
Yeah. Just because you can do a thing doesn't mean you should do a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Luckily, I don't have to really deal with it. So
No.
I don't think any of my clients have any type of applications or, client side or server side that use anything Java related.
And if they do, they're probably wrapped up in a nice little box that you don't know about.
Probably. And that's the way I like it.
Because as far from your point of view, if they cram it in a Docker container, that's all you need to know about.
Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah. Java's about as old as I am. And one of us has aged much gracefullier than the other.
Gracefullier. We need that Grammarly sponsorship.
I'm not sure it would help me at this point.
All right, moving on.
Wow. So much programming stuff. I'm relevant today.
Hey, it's almost like it was foretold. So, all right. Let me get to where I can read this. Destructive malware available in npm repo went unnoticed for 2 years. This is an article over at Ars Technica. And again, this is a programming thing. Concerning discovery has been made regarding malicious software that remained undetected in the npm repository for over 2 years, accumulating more than 6,000 downloads. Security researcher Kush Padilla, that's what I'm going with, from Socket, thank you, identified 8 malicious packages that were designed to mimic legitimate software packages but contain destructive payloads. These malicious packages were specifically crafted to corrupt or delete imported data and crash systems. The attack methods were diverse, including deletion of vue.js files across the Windows and Linux system.
Vue.
What is vue.js?
The front end frame. It's a front end framework for like web.
Okay.
It's just called Vue.
Okay, Vue. Corruption of core JavaScript functions, disruption of browser storage mechanisms, and forced system shutdowns. Some payloads were programmed to activate on specific dates in 2023, with certain attack phases having no termination date. The threat actor employed a sophisticated approach by also uploading legitimate non-malicious packages to establish credibility. The malicious packages targeted major JavaScript development ecosystems, including React, Vue, and Vite.
Pronounced Vite. It's French.
Vite. Okay, it's Vite. The compromised packages were identified as JS Bomb, JS Hood, Vite plug. I'm not reading all those.
A bunch of Vite plugins.
Yeah. This incident highlights the ongoing security challenges within open source repositories and the importance of careful package verification. Users who may have installed any of these packages are advised to thoroughly inspect their systems for potential compromise. So basically, in a nutshell, help me understand, NPM is basically a repository of applications that you can download onto like your Linux system or whatever. What is it?
NPM is a dependency management system for Node and related things.
Okay.
It's basically where you download libraries from.
Okay, libraries. All right.
You can, the NPM library does have certain full pieces of software, but they're usually used as part of your development toolchain, not like you download it and run just regular software. And so like, for example, if I'm building a React application, I would download React from NPM. I would download the React TypeScript libraries from NPM. I would download, let's say I wanted to add a map or a new button. I would download that from NPM.
Has your assistant used any of that whenever you've created any of these things that we've used?
It's specifically
I've never done any front end stuff.
You can also
or anything.
You can use it for Node backend as well, but it's specifically for JavaScript and TypeScript.
Okay.
It's not used for Python. Python has pip. Node has Node/JavaScript has NPM. Just like Rust has cargo.
Okay.
I didn't know there were package management systems for Node.js. That's kind of interesting.
I did it for my day job for several years. It's there. It's pretty slick. Like if you, instead of having to go remember what websites to download things from, it's just right there.
Yeah. My problem lately has been remembering what the fucking package name is so I can install it with pip. Because I can never remember like what package does that.
And it doesn't help you. If you get like part of it, it goes, that doesn't exist. And you're like, yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
You can't even do a wildcard.
No. You have to like Google it, find the package name.
See, the reason why I said you couldn't do a wildcard is because like when you're installing Debian packages, you can do app install and like you can do NGI star and it'll fucking install everything that starts with an NGI. So that's Nginx and everything related to it.
Yeah, be careful if you do Linux star. It'll install every kernel available, all the development libraries, all of the kernel headers, and everything else related to that.
You will try that.
Who has a Linux system right here? You know? No? Okay.
I got a VM.
My kid's using it.
I'll do it in a VM. But
also in this, back to the topic, this is a classic supply chain attack for software.
Yeah.
Did no one think that something that contained the word bomb was going to be a problem?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
JS bomb.
Plugin bomb extend.
I don't need my bomb to be extended.
Vite plugin bomb.
Right? Now, some of these are like Vite plugin React extend. It's like, okay, that one seems benign enough.
Vue plugin bomb.
Right?
Yeah, that's too much on the nose.
Yeah, I pulled up the Vite plugin React extend and on socket.dev, and it has a lot of alerts on it. Like, it says warning. It says this is malware. This is an unpopular package. That's the other thing. When you're installing dependencies, you generally know you found the right one when there's more than 10 downloads. Especially for something popular like Vite or React. If you're downloading, like if I go to download React and the package is like React, yes, this is really me, and the package only has 100 downloads, don't download it. The one you're looking for likely has millions of downloads. Even if it's more of a niche package, it probably has a longer history and possibly tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of downloads. These bomb packages have maybe 100 weekly, which is not much.
So view it like you view the 1-star ratings on Amazon.
Legitimately. And that's actually helped me before whenever I couldn't quite remember the name of a package, or there was 2 different packages that did 2 different things, but were named almost the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
The one that I didn't want had like 10 downloads that week. The one I did want had 10,000.
That's a good sign.
And I was like, I installed the wrong one first because I thought I knew the name of it. And then I'm like, this is not what the documentation says. And then I uninstalled it, found the right one, installed the right one. I'm like, yeah, there's my functions. But yeah, like this is an old supply chain attack. And they're like, yeah, it was here for a couple of years. And like, that has been one of the downsides of something like NPM. And I suspect Cargo is going to have a similar problem. Though Cargo has something up its sleeve. But with NPM, it just kind of started out as this smaller thing. It was like, oh, here's a thing. Here's all of your node stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then it grew and grew and grew and grew and grew. No one's scanning it.
Oh.
No one's like monitoring this stuff. Because like I could make an NPM package, publish it, and then 2 weeks later, put malware in it.
Yeah.
Mine cryptocurrency for me in your browser, like, and if you have your stuff set up, like your development toolchain set to do an NPM update, you'll just download my crypto miner right into your random application. I get rich, you die.
Yeah, my power bill went up significantly.
And so nothing's
Show title.
Nothing's
I like it.
nothing scans any of this. And like when you submit an update, NPM doesn't have a scanner. No one's going through all of the packages because there's millions.
So it's not like the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store or anything like that where they scan this stuff.
No, which I want to say I've heard of some initiative to start doing that. And I think socket.dev does that now, but they're not affiliated with NPM. They're not affiliated with the Node Foundation or whatever.
Maybe they should be.
What Cargo does is Cargo actually has an entire CVE system. I think it's called RustSec. I know this very well because at my current job, it will block our entire freaking pipeline if it detects a vulnerability in a package. And so as soon as a vulnerability is reported, you can flag a package, a certain version of the package with like versions that fixes it or whatever, a severity and so on. And when you run Cargo audit, it scans all of the packages you include and all of the packages your packages include. Your entire dependency tree gets scanned. And if it finds one in there, it will alert you. And so you can have your build system stop at that point. Some of them will just be like, hey, this is out of date. You should update. Others go, this has a critical security vulnerability. You will like die.
Yeah. Stop this now.
Yeah. So that's what Cargo has. And, Rust has only been in that level of popularity for a few years now. Yes, Rust is 10 years old, but like nobody talks about the original one. But yeah, NPM I think is is behind on this.
Yeah.
Because NPM is used way more than Rust is because it's JavaScript rather. It's front end. It's Node. That is an unbelievably popular development system. And so, yeah, they need to do better.
Yeah.
And maybe don't add things that have the word bomb in it.
Yeah, it should probably just automatically reject that. But like you say, nobody's scanning, nobody's checking. So,
and they haven't been for decades or a decade.
All right, moving on. Something else Tyler has an interest in. I don't know. Are you interested in solar?
Yeah, I mean, I dig the sun.
I mean, I do too.
I like the solar system. It's pretty cool.
I like the fact that it comes up every morning and then goes down
It
at
doesn't
night.
actually do that. We've discovered.
Yeah. Wow.
We're just kind of riding this rock.
Yeah, that's true.
It turns around and we see it.
Yeah, that's right. The sun doesn't actually go anywhere.
We're the ones going peekaboo.
It works for me. I mean,
yeah. U.S. solar keeps surging, generating more power than hydro in 2025. Caveat that I will say, I don't know how long this is going to last because, again, this current regime hates solar. So they're doing everything they can to destroy
the sun.
The sun.
I thought they hate the wind.
They hate all alternative energies. Solar power generation in the U.S. has seen remarkable growth in the early 2025, with production up 44% compared to the previous year. A significant milestone was reached as combined grid-scale and small-scale solar production surpassed hydropower generation for the first time. However, this positive development is tempered by an unexpected increase in coal usage, which rose by 23% during the same period. Because Donnie loves clean coal. which is an oxymoron because there's no such thing.
Or likes the dirty stuff too.
The increase in coal usage is attributed to rising electricity demand, which grew by nearly 5% in the first quarter of 2025, following a 3% increase in 2024. While wind and solar power combined to produce an additional 28 terawatt hours, this wasn't enough to meet the increased demand of nearly 50 terawatt hours, leading to greater reliance on fossil fuels. This is all directly connected to AI.
Almost certainly.
Interestingly enough, natural gas usage decreased during the period, contrary to recent trends. And despite these challenges, carbon-free electricity sources, including wind, solar, hydro, and nuclear, maintain their 43% share of total U.S. grid power. The solar sector's growth trajectory remains strong, building on a 30% increase from the previous year. And while recent House-approved budget cuts to renewable energy tax breaks might affect future growth, several factors suggest solar's expansion will continue for at least a couple more years. These factors include solar's cost competitiveness even without subsidies, existing tariffs affecting all power sources, and the gradual phase out of tax breaks rather than immediate elimination. So, and I mean, predominantly, 99% of all solar panels are made in China?
Yeah, like the actual silicon cells, nearly all of them are made in China, even if they're finished in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of them are finished. The panels are finished out in the United States. They buy bulk cells and build them here.
Right.
But still, even barring those, most finished panels still come straight out of China, shipped over on a boat. Because they got really, really good at it. And the cells, and that's the thing, the ones coming out of China aren't bad. They're like some of the top efficiency panels you can make.
What was that? You were telling me you could get a whole
pallet. I could get a pallet of 35 410 watt solar panels for about $4,000. Those are finished in the U.S. too, by the way.
And that's only slightly up
from
30
like a year and a half ago.
And it was what, 3,200, 3,400?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, sure, it's added $1,000 onto the price due to like tariffs and whatnot, but still, that's pretty competitive considering the panels that you would be getting.
We've been looking at putting like 3 or 4 on this building here to augment the power consumed in this building.
Yeah.
Also because it's fun.
How many panels you say there was on the pallet? 35.
Usually a pallet / crate is somewhere between 31 and 35, depending on dimensions.
Huh.
The singular cell, if you buy the cell singles, the price, because I think its price per panel is like $118 or something. If you buy a single, it goes up to like $130, $140 a panel for the same panels. And of course, this is just the panels. This isn't installed.
Right. But look at 4K for the panels. If I wanted a Tesla's solar.
Yeah, their solar stuff.
Cost me about $25,000.
The solar shingles?
No, not the shingles. The panels.
Tesla makes solar panels?
I was looking at panels. I think they're kind of doing away with the solar roof.
Yeah, it was not the best idea.
It was my great idea that I thought about one day, and then I saw that they were doing that. I thought, I missed the boat. But yeah, it's not my money lost.
Marquez Brownlee, MKBHD, has a Tesla solar setup on his house, and it costs $90,000 to install.
Probably got a bunch of power walls.
He has power walls.
I think he has, 2 of them?
He's 2 power walls, I believe. And his house, he did a video on it last year. And I think he said it was around $90,000 total when he finished. And pretty much can run his entire house most of the time.
I'm super proud of him.
I was just saying, it's still expensive. I was questioning your $25,000 figure.
No, it was I think it was 1 power wall and the panels.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on the website right now just trying to see what specs these are.
But the fucked up part is I can't buy a power wall.
You can build one.
Why can't you buy one?
They won't sell them individually.
It has to come with a whole solar setup.
And I think you have to get the contractor to come out and quote it too and everything. You can't just, they won't vend it to a regular person.
Not giving them my number.
So it looks like the Tesla panels are also 410 watts.
Okay.
And they have an inverter that runs up to 7.5 kilowatts. So 7.5 kilowatt inverter. What panels is that?
Dun, 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 dun.
You okay over there, Sam?
Yep.
At best, that's 18 panels. So that's like half a crate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
See where I was going with that?
$24,000 though. So that's like a power wall plus the panels, probably plus installation costs and everything. That's after tax incentives too, by the way. They don't quote the full price.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So once those tax incentives go away, that's easily 60 grand.
Yeesh.
That's a long time to recoup that.
Mm-hmm.
Because it might actually be closer to 40 to 50 grand, but still, because those tax incentives would cut at most half.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're phasing those out over the next few years, ugh.
That's always been my biggest issue. Like trying to do like a full like whole house solar is I just don't think I'm going to be around in 30 years for it to pay for itself.
Well, also for a full, like the full, you would want battery backed, whole house inverter,
Mm-hmm.
like dual phase system, that kind of thing. The most expensive part of all of that is actually having a contractor who contracts out to like licensed solar electricians and all this other stuff to do the install. It's labor.
Mm-hmm.
Because the actual equipment itself, if you are willing and it's legal where you're at to do it yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you can save almost all of the money.
Yeah. Like we would do it here ourselves.
Yeah, we wouldn't save the money because we don't have that money to save.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, because like
That's true.
the little system that like 4 panels on the roof of this building
Yeah.
that produce about, I did the math, I think that'd be about 1,500 watts
Mhm.
peak, absolute peak. That same kind of system, if we were to get a contractor to come out to do it, if you could even get federal incentives, would be probably 4 times as much.
Yeah. And plus we wouldn't get to have all the fun of doing it
And falling off the roof.
and falling off the roof
And having the story to tell.
and having a story to tell. Exactly.
You'd be like, those panels, I put those up.
Yep.
We got to start a show, Tyler. Okay.
Have you ever been interested in solar panels?
It is interesting. The main thing that like I don't think I could pull them off where I am and stuff like that. So that's one of those things. But they do show up on this old house every now and then because I'm an old man that watches that. But like the current project that they are doing on this old house, they didn't have enough room on the roof because it was a restore of an old, I can't remember the term for the thing, but anyway, it had a fancy roof that wasn't flat, like that had a place you could stand on and everything like that. They essentially restored it back to exactly how it was in that time period. In other words, so you can't put solar panels on that.
Dang, sounds like Ben's house.
So instead, they had a backyard and an amount of space because they really wanted the solar panels because they were also converting the barn in the back to the in-laws' place, essentially. So they were making a mini house and a main house. So they got solar panels installed on the ground because you can actually do an on-the-ground system. And it was wild watching them drill into the ground to make sure that they were able to put the, poles in place and everything like that. Like they drilled into the ground weeks before they actually installed the dang thing, which was wild. Like it's like, no, we'll make the holes. We'll come back later in a couple of weeks, but we're going to make the holes right now, essentially. And it was really neat to watch that process. So yeah, I'm interested in it, but I don't think I could ever pull it off. Although I do wonder if I was able to put some solar panels on this trailer, given it's a trailer, it doesn't pull that much power. I'd be able to pull it off.
Yeah.
Just don't know if I'd have that much money.
Basically, for rooftop solar, your roof basically needs to face south. That's your best bet. And a trailer is in a bit of a better spot because those roofs are not very steep.
Yep.
And the higher your latitude, the taller your panels have to be. But the closer you are to the equator, the more they can just face straight up. So your latitude determines the angle. Beyond that, climate-wise, you might be surprised to learn that Washington State, as cloudy as that place is, actually has solar production.
Huh.
Is it as good as, Texas solar production? No, but at least our grid stays up.
You guys know how to handle the snow.
Well, Eastern Washington handles it better than Western Washington does.
You both do it better than Texas.
That's true. We don't handle wind worth a damn, though, because we had a windstorm come through and half the freaking state was down.
Did y'all try to reboot it?
Oh, the trees were in the way. We couldn't hit the switch. Like people were out of power for 3 days just because of some like 70-mile-an-hour winds.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad. I mean, yeah, tongue in cheek, haha, wind knocked over Seattle, but like,
Yeah.
a lot of people were actually harmed by that. I think at least 2 people died.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not making fun of tragedy by any means, but we make fun about down here. There's 2 snowflakes hit the ground and everything shuts the fuck down. I mean, school is out.
Yeah.
Walmart
Kentucky swam for several weeks, so that was our thing.
Shelves are empty.
Yeah.
The fire department shut down.
Yeah.
Like they get the snow department out. But like the one benefit of the windstorm that came through the Pacific Northwest, we have fewer trees now.
Oh.
Basically, it knocked out all the ones that were dangerous, and now the ones we have left are stronger. So,
Yeah.
I'm not sure it was worth the lives lost. And
I was going to say, I'm always afraid of that happening here.
yeah, but y'all have enough wind that it happens often enough that yours gets picked off by piece. Ours, we apparently hadn't had a windstorm like that for years. And then it came through and knocked over entire trees, uprooting them, throwing them across buildings, into one woman's bathtub.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like not taking care of the underbrush in California.
Yeah, a lot like that. So the wind didn't take care of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, solar's really cool. Solar installers. One last little thing on that is solar installers are a scam. This is now a scam fighting podcast. No.
You heard it here first, folks.
So what I think happened, I don't have numbers for this, but what I think happened was the federal incentives, which are a good thing, came through. And solar installers saw an opportunity to fleece their customers. Because there's a subreddit dedicated to this, actually, where people will get a quote. It's like, oh, I quoted a 5 kilowatt system. Why is my installer quoting me $30,000 for it after incentives? When you do all the math, a 5 kilowatt system is not a large system. A 5 kilo. This was a grid tie, not battery backed. Just basic grid tie, panels, grid inverters, put it on a thing, throw a bunch of people on the roof. They bolt it in. You walk away. That is not $30,000 of equipment or labor on after incentives.
Right.
So with the incentives, that would easily be $50,000+.
So they were just pushing up the profit margin like crazy.
There are too many solar installer shops because when the incentives came out, solar installer shops popped up everywhere.
Even here in Georgia.
Several. And they're like fly-by-night operations. You've never heard of them. They were incorporated 2 days ago. And
in Delaware.
Possibly. And they're like, yeah, we've been installing solar for 35 minutes. And we can do a great job. And could they do the work? Often, yes.
Yeah.
Was it worth the money spent? Almost always no. Especially people getting whole house systems, which like a 13 kilowatt system is a good size for a whole house system. It covers most needs.
Yeah.
Especially during peak summertime. It offloads your air conditioning.
Right.
Yep. 13 kilowatt system should not cost you $70,000.
I agree.
A 13 kilowatt system shouldn't even cost you $50,000. Like a 13 kilowatt system, like we just discussed, that's $4,000 in panels.
Yeah.
Hope your entire roof. The inverters are like $100 each. So that'd be another $3,000 on top of that for inverters.
Yeah, because you got to have an inverter for every panel.
The grid tie ones will do that. So that's $7,000 in equipment. There's wire and breakers and stuff like that. So let's add another K for that because copper's not cheap. $8,000 in equipment. So you're telling me the rest of that,
is
the other
labor.
$22,000 at the cheapest is labor?
I think the company owner might refer to it as the new boat.
It's a solar boat.
It's the new boat.
There's nothing solar about that boat.
It's diesel.
Yeah, it's definitely diesel.
Like, there's none of this.
It's
like,
a mini yacht.
Sure, there might be some consulting fees to have somebody come out and do like a solar survey.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mm.
That's not more than $1,000.
No,
You can also just, there's a website to do it. You can do it yourself. Yeah, boots on the ground is better, I'll admit, but like still.
I mean, we did our own boots on the ground and still looked at everything. So
Yeah, it was mostly over Signal. I was sitting in Seattle and you're taking pictures of buildings for me.
yeah, I was.
I was doing math about angles and stuff and looking at the map and figuring out like solar stuff for the area and conferring numbers back and forth.
Yeah, I'm walking around taking pictures of this and this and this, sending it to him. Okay, see if we can make it through. I think we got 3 more, maybe. All right. AI learns how vision and sound are connected without human intervention. This is from MIT News. MIT researchers have developed an improved AI model that can learn to connect visual and audio information from videos without human intervention. The new system, called CavMay Sync, builds upon previous work but incorporates enhanced capabilities for making precise connections between specific video frames and their corresponding audio moments. The key improvements include splitting audio into smaller windows to achieve finer-grained correspondence between sight and sound, incorporating new types of data representations that help balance the model's dual learning objectives. These changes allow the AI to better match audio events with their visual counterparts. For example, precisely linking the sound of a door slamming with the visual of it closing. This advancement could have practical applications in several fields: journalism and film production for curating multimodal content, robotics, helping machines better understand real-world environments, integration with large language models for improved AI capabilities. The model showed superior performance compared to more complex methods, even while requiring less training data. According to co-author Andrew, I'm not even going to attempt that last name, quote, "We are building AI systems that can process the world like humans do in terms of having both audio and visual information coming in at once and being able to seamlessly process both modalities," end quote. The research team included members from MIT and
Goethe
University in Germany, with partial funding from the German Federal Ministry of Education and Research and the MIT IBM Watson AI Lab. Further work aims to incorporate better data representations and handle text data, moving toward an audio-visual large language model. That'd be interesting. Instead of just your standard text LLM, this is an audio-visual.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's another piece of building generative precog.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, doesn't GPT-4o already do some of this? Like it can process visual and can process audio and it can process text.
But it doesn't put those together. If you have a video, you slam a door, it doesn't recognize that as speech.
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't.
We can barely hear you in the mic.
If you slam a door, it doesn't see that as. It doesn't correlate that with the sound of it, because the sound doesn't make a word.
Yeah.
So, as far as I know, our current daily use models don't incorporate any of that.
Have you ever tried dragging video into ChatGPT and having it do anything with it? I mean, I know we can do audio, we can do pictures, but I've never tried a video.
I've enabled the camera and done a video live stream sort of thing with it, but I've not uploaded a video file.
Okay. Just a thought, because I've not made any type of connection with AI and like video and stuff like that as far as like Chat GPT. Because I mean, that's primarily what I use. I know you use Claude a lot, but I only use Chat GPT. I use
Claude via the API for the couple of things automated. But for my daily use, for what I'm paying, it's going to be OpenAI.
Yeah, like Claude and them are like for programmers. They're not interactive stuff like ChatGPT is, where ChatGPT is effectively a front end for GPT-4o or 4 or 3 or whatever you pay for.
Yeah, because I mean, these summaries that we're using here is
those are generated by Claude.
Yeah, they're done by Claude.
Yeah, but the model exists as something for a programmer to use, and the front end that you're using is the interface to it. So,
I mean, I'll be the first to admit that I don't understand everything I know about AI.
There's a lot of math in it that I'll never know.
I know more than I really care to. It's don't get me wrong. The transformer technology is useful. It is cool. Like the fact that we were able to figure out how to do this, like the transformer paper shifted the entire industry. The technology is extremely powerful. What people have chosen to do with it has been disastrous.
Well, they made it available via the internet. So,
well, the training, how people like they
trained it on bullshit.
Well,
and stole a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
basically stole everything, lied about it, and then went, "Tee-hee, it's too late."
That's why I never posted to Facebook.
Yeah, it's like what's his face with the representative with for Facebook basically said in some hearing, you know, it's ridiculous to think that we would pay all these people for all of this training data. It just doesn't make sense. It's not financially viable. So why the hell would we do it? Is essentially what he said.
Can I use that for against the movie companies? Why would I pay for a movie? It's not financially viable.
Yeah.
They wrote it off on their taxes anyway. Yeah. So like if they can steal my data, then I can steal theirs.
The last 5 movies I've paid to watch weren't worth it. So
what's hilarious to me though is whenever you have these companies that train AI stuff and they get upset when you steal their model.
Yeah.
They trained it on stolen stuff and then get upset when we stole their stolen stuff.
Yeah.
It's like AI, quote unquote, artists who make something off of that generate something in the style of someone else who's actually worked hard to make their style. And they get upset when people steal their work. They're like, don't steal this work. It's like you're stealing someone else's work through this tool. It's just, see, I have to laugh because otherwise I would cry.
I got to say, I love all of it. I mean, it's become a phenomenal tool for me.
I think when used right, it has the ability to be good, but unfortunately, too many people use it to think for them.
I mean, I know that this is nothing spectacular, but the actual Tifton Media Works website was written by ChatGPT. I literally told it that I wanted a website. I wanted it to generate the HTML code where I could have embeds for the podcast episodes.
So you're saying you vibe coded the website?
I did.
So in other words, there's 17 security vulnerabilities in it right now.
No, it's actually just pure HTML.
It's not even WordPress.
No.
So you're kind of safe there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's pure HTML. And the embed, basically it said, put your embed code here. The embed is from Spreaker.
So you manually update this page?
No, it's the embeds are a playlist. So it automatically updates to the latest podcast.
So what you're saying is this is a fixed site with a fixed set of embeds, and those embeds are dynamically done by Spreaker.
Correct.
Okay. So
you okay there, Sam?
Your website's probably safe.
Eyes are glazing over.
we look over
the drool start to come out of the corner of my mouth.
You just need a cough and fart at some point and just remind us that you're over there.
I mean, I look over there and I'm like, is he dead?
He's checked out. He's reading something. Out.
Oh God!
I get that reaction a lot. I'm sorry.
No, it's more when I don't have anything to contribute. I'm just vibing out, listening to someone talk about something they're passionate about. I'm fine with it.
I was like Ben earlier when I was talking about programming. He's over there just like.
I'm just letting you go.
Remember what he said earlier? He's just going to check out of this particular episode. He'll come back for next.
See, here's the problem. I'm here for another week.
We're here to entertain. Just one more week? This show's every 2 weeks.
Oh, you reduced it to 2 weeks?
It's always been
every 2 weeks.
You're safe this time.
See, we do another show now in the interim.
Okay. Well, remember, I've only been on one of these.
Yeah, I know. Well, the other one has nothing to do with tech.
Well, I meant like one of these, this show.
I know. You kickstarted it.
Yeah, and then I think it was originally supposed to be every week, and then it wasn't every week, and then the holidays, and then I don't know what happened.
No, I think we toyed around with. We did one time. We did back to back because we were trying to get caught back up on our schedule.
Yeah,
but beyond that, it's every 2 weeks because I felt like there wasn't enough tech to do every week, and also trying to prevent burnout because Sam can tell you I will just fucking quit a podcast.
I'm not even participating most of them. And I can tell you that.
it's not like this show has had what 3-4 iterations at this point.
This show started out in 2011 as the South Geek Ramble and Review and actually ran for 63 episodes before I shut it down.
I have screenshots of my desktop from that point in time.
I've got old episodes that I go back and listen to occasionally.
You're like,
And
oh
I'm
God.
like, and I have some of the video. I look at the video. I've got, I've got Walt, and I think there's one I've got you.
Can we do that on Skype?
Skype.
We did
Man.
Skype, yeah. And I'm looking at the video quality, and I'm like, fuck,
Well,
that was so bad.
That was so long ago.
we were rocking at best. I think one of us had a C920.
Yeah,
I had a C615.
you had a 615. I had the 920.
because you splurged for it.
Yeah. Oh, don't forget, at one point I had those Microsoft,
The Life Studio,
the Live Studio webcam, which was actually better than the 920.
which is what I have now, and I can't say it's better than the 920. Looking back, I have one in my apartment. I
Yeah.
brought it with me. TSA didn't question it. Thankfully, it's just a webcam.
Yeah, just a webcam.
It's dog shit. Like, it is just not, it claims to be 1080.
Yeah.
That's not 1080.
The best one I have now is that one right over there on the stand.
The face cam?
No, not the face cam. The face cam's still a 1080p 60. That bitch right there is a 4K.
4K 30.
4K 30. It's a, what did I tell y'all it was? It's the something 360, the Link 2C or whatever. That's a 920 right there. But that one over there does the face tracking. You can turn it on and it is so smooth and the quality of it is so good.
You know what I see a lot of people doing nowadays? They just pair their phone to their computer.
Oh, yeah. You want, believe it or not, there's nothing better than this. And the fact that it's, there's a Mac over there, as soon as I bring up OBS, my phone goes dink and automatically enables because I've got it as a source.
Hey, I can be a webcam.
I can do the same thing on Android, just using a third-party app.
Yeah.
Install it on my computer,
Yeah.
install it on my phone, and it works great
Yeah.
once you get it working.
Yeah, I've got the backup on Windows of that exact thing. I know exactly the piece of software in my head too. But yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I use something
they
for
work
Android called Droid or Droid Connect
It's
or something.
Droid Cam, I think.
Droid Cam, that's it.
I think that's the one I have too. The thing with it is you have to configure the resolution in the Droid Cam software on the computer first.
Yeah.
Otherwise, jump off a cliff.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Two more stories and then we'll be ready to go have food. I thought this one was real interesting because this is something that had cropped up last year and then everybody was, started clutching their pearls and rightfully so, I think. But over at Ars Technica, we've got Microsoft has simply given us no other option, Signal says, as it blocks Windows Recall. Signal Messenger has taken defensive action against Microsoft's Windows Recall AI tool by implementing automatic screenshot blocking in its Windows desktop application. This move comes in response to Recall, a Windows 11 feature that captures and indexes user activity every 3 seconds. Like, that's not going to be a resource hog. Despite Microsoft's recent overhaul of Recall following significant criticism, Signal maintains that the tool still poses privacy risks to its users. While Microsoft made some improvements to Recall, making it opt-in rather than default and adding database encryption, Signal argues these changes don't go far enough to protect user privacy. The key issues that remain include lack of granular developer controls to prevent content indexing, ability to index sensitive information without consent from all parties involved, potential vulnerability to sophisticated malware, and limited options of excluding specific applications. To implement this protection, Signal had to use a creative workaround utilizing Microsoft's DRM API typically meant for protecting copyright content. And while this solution helps protect private messages from being indexed by Recall, it only works when users maintain the default settings. Signal criticizes this situation, stating that privacy-focused apps shouldn't have to use, quote, one weird trick to maintain their service integrity. Microsoft has not yet responded to inquiries about why Windows lacks developer controls for Recall or whether such features are planned for the future. And as a family that uses Signal desktop application, I understand the issue here.
Yeah, see, to me, I mean, the top level goal of recall as a consumer feature, I get. Finding your shit and what you were doing when is useful.
Mm-hmm.
But screenshotting everything that displays on my screen every 3 seconds to accomplish that, I do not trust Microsoft enough to do that well. Second off, I like to use my computer for things other than just having it screenshot things. Like, I need the resources of my computer.
Yes.
Third, there are some things that I'm doing that could potentially be sensitive that I do not need screenshotted and stored on my computer. Because even if they claim it's encrypted now, but it wasn't to start with, so why should we believe them?
Yeah.
Sorry, that was me.
Oh,
We never run this long.
the lullaby sound over here. And I'm like, oh,
Is it time to go to bed?
Time to start winding down.
Oh, okay.
we'll be winding down here in a second. But so there's that. But also, if it stores it on my hard drive, then there's now an image of it on my hard drive. Even if it gets deleted, we all know that deleted files aren't really deleted. So unless I have BitLocker on my system, some of this information could still be retrieved unless it is actually encrypted the way they say. And this all kind of leads into something that I've seen covered in certain malware kind of stuff. Your biggest threat is not breaking into a secure system. Like take Signal, for example, or WhatsApp. It's end-to-end encrypted for now. It's secure. Attackers aren't attacking the secure pipe in between people. They're attacking the endpoint, the device with the analog hull so that I can use my analog eyeballs to see the information.
Right.
They're attacking my phone because if they can get into my phone or my desktop computer, it does not matter how secure Signal or WhatsApp is.
Right.
Because it has to decrypt it for my puny human mind to comprehend the data.
Yeah, because if they can get into my computer, then they can go through my recall and they can see all the porn that I watched last week. And
then all the OCR text that comes out of it.
Yeah.
And so but for more privacy focused things, the system is fully secure, but the endpoints aren't.
Yeah.
And this just is a first party implementation of making the endpoint insecure.
I just simply think the idea of recall, I know you said on the maybe top level or whatever, it's kind of maybe it has a point. I don't see its point at all. I do not want it, will not enable it. And if it ever gets enabled, it's going to get disabled and punted out of my damn computer. Oh, yeah, I don't want it.
I don't want it. I'm going to delete it. But I know of people who this would help because it's like, well, what was that recipe I was talking about with Samantha last week? You could ask recall that.
My search history my web history is searchable. I've always been able to recall it that way.
And if you use Edge, I am absolutely certain that recall will integrate with that. And so if you've searched something in Edge and you did this other thing in let's say you searched a recipe in Edge last week for a pie, and then you went over to another app and you typed about it. Well, recall is going to know that you did that in Edge, and it's going to see the text you put in Notepad or whatever other app. And then it can connect those two dots. And so when you go, what was that pie recipe I was thinking of last week? Recall would be able to go, oh, yeah, you looked it up in Edge on last Tuesday. So some people, that's useful. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's malware to me.
I can see the use of it. When you're standing in the kitchen and you think all of a sudden you have this thought, I think I want to fly to Sacramento just for the weekend.
As you do.
As one does. I can hear Windows piping up and go, no, bro, were you not there when we checked Rocket Money last week? You got 17 Netflix subscriptions. You're not flying away.
I mean, here's the thing though. I'm of two minds about the whole recall thing because, and hilariously, it all stems from the same place is what's weird with me getting because for the context for people listening that don't know, because it gets joked about a little bit, but I'm currently in a mental health counseling master's program. So that's the profession that I'm currently working towards. I can see this being an accessibility thing for a lot of people with disabilities, where they could really be helped by this piece of technology. But I hope that it's opt in, opt out, instead of just something that you can't deal with. For one acronym and one acronym alone that I'm going to throw out there, HIPAA.
Oh, absolutely.
I do not want any computer in which I am working on one of my clients' information to be screenshotted all the dang time. Heck freaking no. That is not something I am comfortable with. This is my client's sensitive information. There is an entire code of ethics that I will be operating with that specifically talks about keeping these things quiet. And even if there wasn't a code of ethics there, my personal code of ethics would still be telling me to keep these things private.
Well,
so that's
and HIPAA's not even a code of ethics. HIPAA is a get your ass in legal trouble.
Also,
but I'm just saying that when it comes to my profession, I got two.
Yeah.
You've got the legal stuff, but you've also got the ethical stuff that it doesn't matter if anything was even illegal. If it goes against your code of ethics, you lose your license anyway, despite legality. So these are the things that I will have to deal with in my profession.
That's true.
And something that will be screenshotting my professional thing that I will be using, because inevitably I will be using some sort of digital. Nobody does it. Old school and files away notes in a
it'll be some kind of digital form
at this point. Yeah, it's mostly digital. So that means that Windows would be screen capping that. And that's a no-go for me. That's an absolute, you cannot convince me otherwise. This is non-negotiable. Can't be done.
That also brings up a very good point, because the two of you know just how bog standard system installation is at companies, including ones that are bound by HIPAA. So the number of systems that are just stock, they're not configured, half of them aren't in a domain. Medical practices. If Copilot comes enabled by default or is enabled through the express setup button, someone somewhere will have a shared computer at a medical practice that is screenshotting HIPAA covered data. PII will get recorded in a way that is illegal to store.
Yeah, not Copilot, but Recall.
Recall. It's part of Copilot. Copilot, Recall, Q.
Yeah, it's probably going to be all connected.
But
eventually.
Yeah.
They say that it's going to be encrypted. But is it encrypted in a HIPAA compliant way?
Yeah.
I'm going to say no, considering it wasn't to start with at all. And so, HIPAA requires sensitive data to be encrypted at rest. It also has to be reasonably access controlled. A shared computer does not meet these requirements.
Yeah, you had to deal with a lot of this in your former life.
Yes, a lot. And while, yes, physically locking a server into a room counts as access control, a shared computer on a desk does not.
Yeah.
And so
exactly.
I'm waiting for a lawsuit.
Yeah, because I've got that one client that, it's a medical. And every time this comes up, I immediately start thinking about that. And I'm like, what the hell would happen?
God damn it, I haven't done anything yet to find a new client to replace that one.
Yeah, exactly. I need to fire them. No. Yeah, that could be a major problem, because that software that they use, I had to sign, he and I both had to sign the HIPAA documentation.
The BAAs.
Yeah. And I can imagine this is something that the people there know absolutely nothing about. They wouldn't even know if the computers were doing it.
No, they wouldn't at all. The only way they might have any idea is if they saw it on the news and then they wondered why their computer was slow.
Yeah. And then I'd probably get a phone call. You know what this recall thing is?
Or they'd hit a key combo and be shocked at seeing some patient from last week.
Yes.
They'd be like, hold on. Why? And they'd probably think it's malware.
Yeah.
Like if somebody didn't know what recall was supposed to be, they would probably think it's malware. There's you'd get a panicked call. There's somebody recording stuff on my computer and they showed it to me. I think they might want a ransom. And it's like, no, that's
not a bug. It's a feature.
That's literally just your computer.
Yeah. Somebody is recording. It's called Microsoft.
And they claim that it's all local, but how long will that be true? Because if you log in with a Microsoft account, half the rest of your shit gets shared across all your devices anyway.
I mean,
so inter-device recall, I could see as being a feature. It's like, oh, well, you have your fancy tablet, you have your not so fancy desktop computer, and maybe a laptop. You would want to recall across all of them because it's like, well, which one did I look up the recipe on?
I mean, to be fair, that is one of the benefits that I like using Edge, because I actually log into my Microsoft account in Edge. And so my MacBook Air, that PC back there, the Mac Mini over there, I can go into my history and it'll tell me that I looked at these pages on that machine, looked pages on this machine. And because I'm like, I don't remember which damn machine I pulled this information up on. So any of my Edge browsers, I can pull that data. Doesn't matter which damn machine, even the phone.
And you know what? You don't need recall for any of that.
No, I don't. I don't know. But what I would like to do is recall that we're trying to get to the end of the show. So we got one more story.
So, the summary of that one is we all agree it's a potential privacy and legal disaster.
But it might be a good alibi. If you're asked where you were on the particular day and time, you can just look it up and go, oh, I'm jerking off.
Yeah.
Microsoft can prove it.
Yeah, Microsoft can prove it.
I didn't realize they would use the webcam too.
That was a feature that nobody talked about. Okay.
Caught a bug.
So, Sam, I don't know if you know anything about this one because this is more in your neck of the woods.
I felt targeted when I read this one,
Yeah.
so I'll give you as much insight as I can.
Okay. All right, final story. EA tried to stop an anti-DEI mod for The Sims 4, but more keep surfacing. This is an article over at Wired. A controversial mod for The Sims 4 called DEI Remover 1.0.0 has resurfaced. Despite EA's attempts to remove it, the mod, which first appeared in March of last year, automatically changes black NPCs to white characters, transforms LGBT couples into siblings, and alters various other diversity elements within the game. EA attempted to shut down the mod through their IP enforcement department, sending a cease and desist request to the gaming forum RPGHQ. However, the mod was quickly reposted with a fair use copyright disclaimer. This incident has revealed a broader issue, as Wired's investigation uncovered numerous similar controversial mods across various gaming platforms, including racist and anti-Semitic content for other popular games. The situation highlights a stark contrast with The Sims' long-standing commitment to diversity and inclusion. The franchise has consistently featured LGBT representation, cultural celebrations, and inclusive content through various updates and expansion packs. The most recent examples include the addition of customizable pronouns and LGBT-themed content in April of 2025. The modding community's reaction has been largely negative toward the DEI Remover mod, with many creators and players expressing outrage and concern. However, the quick reappearance of the banned content demonstrates the ongoing challenge of moderating user-created content in gaming communities, particularly in the current political climate where DEI initiatives face increasing scrutiny. EA's mod policy explicitly prohibits content that contains harmful or objectionable material, though enforcing these guidelines proves to be an ongoing challenge similar to a game of whack-a-mole as new versions of banned content continue to emerge.
So, essentially the way that mods with The Sims works, for anyone that doesn't know, it is not a place that you go to and then quickly download a mod. So essentially mods are everywhere. Wherever on the internet that they happen to keep them, that's where you get your mod.
Like
so there's all sorts. Yeah, essentially. So there's all of these places that you can download skins, objects, all sorts of things for The Sims. There is one specific creator that every Doctor Who fan that's also into Sims knows that for every version of The Sims has created a TARDIS you can get. Does my Sim own a TARDIS? Of course it does. But essentially, the hardest part of them keeping this stuff tapped down is that there's no one place. It's very much a kind of Wild West like you had back in the old days with a lot of things. And that's always kind of how The Sims has been with mods, is that you find them, you download them, you put them in this one folder that's in the game files, and that's how you install mods. It's old school.
Yeah.
It's completely old school, and it's never changed. It's never made a specific thing. So this allows people to also make money on there. Some people make sim mods and have Patreons where people can download them through their Patreon, and people will pay them for the development and everything. And that leads to some primo stuff, I might add. But yeah, it's like they said, this isn't just a thing that you deal with in The Sims. This is what you deal with in any gaming community. It's the freaking Wild West out there. And as they were quick to point out, most people in the Sims community are going, F this noise.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think that there's an intrinsic problem in the Sims that has shown up, but it's hard to keep a policy like this going when you have no official place to get stuff, because it's not like you can just delete it from your official download store or anything like that.
It's not like there's one central repository or mod store for The Sims 4.
They can't
exactly
they can't recall it.
Yeah, essentially. And the only thing that they have that's close to that is like you can download houses, you can download families that people have made, stuff like that, but you can't download mods. So the content
Download a family.
You wouldn't download a car. You wouldn't download a family. Piracy is stealing.
Oh, so what you're telling me is instead of getting married 35 years ago and having kids, I could have just downloaded a family in The Sims.
Broadband wasn't available yet.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind.
Well, it's pre-made families and stuff like that. And some of them are like pop culture and stuff like that and everything. So it's
Are the Kardashians
it's a bunch of
in there?
stuff like that.
You
Probably.
can buy Family Guy. I meant download. Buying people's illegal.
I mean, Peter's a Fortnite skin, so why not?
Yeah,
Who
well,
isn't? I could be a Fortnite skin at this point.
Become a popular enough Fortnite streamer, and yes, you can.
Just take the white dude and put poofy hair on him. You're done.
Yeah, we can't all be ninja.
Most of us don't want to be ninja.
Yeah, you have a point.
We do share a name, but
Is that his real name?
Tyler Blevins.
Mhm.
Oh, that's right. It is Tyler Blevins. That's right. I forgot his name was Tyler.
We have a community. All the Tylers, we know each other.
Yeah. Oh, I figured that was what had happened. Do all the Bens know each other?
Probably.
All the Samuels do. We're tight knit. Me and L Jackson have a thread going all the time, man.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all. Well, it is whack-a-mole. I get that, and it's kind of sad. But the game, like Sims 4, it's a first-person game, right? It's not an online game,
No.
is it?
It's not first person, no.
Oh, I know what you mean by
Not first person. It's a single player. I'm sorry.
Single player. Yes.
Single player. Single care, where I can get reduced prices on my prescriptions. No,
That's single payer.
single.
Do you need to go to bed?
We've reached delirium.
We have.
Yeah, I'm delirious.
But yeah, the thing with all of this is this mod a good mod? Clearly not. But it's just like the Minecraft modding community. Would Mojang support the Minecraft sex mod? No. Did someone make it anyway? Sure. Can you download it if you know where to look? Yeah, probably.
Can you send me that link?
I don't have it. But like, Microsoft can't control this because it's user driven, user controlled. You have to consciously download and install this mod to use it in your own playthrough. Do I approve of them ethnically cleansing The Sims? No.
No.
But who does it clean for? Does it just clean it for the user who installed the mod?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
The user who
changes the
installed
view?
it, which is
So
the
that
other
affects
thing.
No other players.
Just that
It's
person.
just
Correct.
you.
Okay.
It's just you in
Yeah.
your install of your game on your computer that time you're using it.
That's the reason why I was
in
asking.
your
Was it
white supremacist basement?
Yes.
right? That's the reason why I was asking if it was multiplayer or single player.
Yeah.
If it
That's
was,
what I was trying to get to.
if it was multiplayer, it probably wouldn't let you do mods at all.
Not that type. I mean, you can do. Yeah, because even World of Warcraft, I mean, it's a mod that only affects your experience of the game.
To an extent.
I mean, there's no mod in there that changes you to where you look different to everybody else.
Exactly. And it
Yeah.
only really changes your perception of the world around you.
Yeah.
Whereas
Okay.
like if there was the Sims multiplayer and you installed the DEI mod or DEI remover mod, then the most it could possibly do is make all the black people look white.
Yeah.
You know, whereas this one actually changes some of the dynamics of the game because it's like in the Sims, siblings can't get married. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it changes certain things like that can't happen in a multiplayer game. So yeah, you have to go out and download this yourself and install it. I also liken it to Minecraft servers. There are controversially, Microsoft added the ability for them to ban servers. Privately hosted servers can be completely banned by Microsoft, and even if you have the IP address, you cannot connect to them.
Wow.
That did not go over well.
Yeah, imagine not.
So there are some servers that break the EULA and are like pay to win kind of gambly servers.
Mhm.
They're not good servers, but they make crap loads of money. So what they did is they just vend their own modded client that removes the block list. So you can just download their client and connect to their server with it. So Microsoft can't stop them. And so just like this, there's nothing EA can realistically do to stop this mod from existing at all on anyone's computer.
Yeah, that's true. I don't condone it, but at the same time,
Freedom
I
of
mean-
expression, like
it's a First Amendment right to be an asshole.
in the comfort of your own home.
Yeah.
It's like, sure, if you used this and then spread hateful rhetoric on like somewhere else, you can get banned from that platform.
Yeah. But I don't think I'm going to get banned from my own computer. Again, not condoning the mod,
You
but
could lose your passkey.
fucking passkeys.
So yeah, is this a good mod? No, it sucks dick. But is it really worth EA's time to remove
No.
it? No, I doubt this is even really a popular mod in the first place.
No.
And the folks who do go, hot damn, that's what I wanted in my Sims. Why are you playing The Sims in the first place? Just go outside.
Their shit's full of viruses anyway.
I mean, white supremacists are going to white supremacide.
They're
whatever.
gonna
Supremacide? We're killing them? Wait, we can't say that. Never mind.
Okay. I think this is where we should end it right here.
All right.
Yeah.
Good luck picking a show title.
I'm trying to.
You got a couple of ripe ones.
Yeah, I'll have to listen through. As I'm listening through, I'll make notes and what have you. But gentlemen, and I use that term loosely for all of us, I appreciate us congregating here this evening and sharing all this much needed tech news and information and insights and what have you.
Was it much needed?
Well, somebody needs it, I'm pretty sure. You know, the 3 people that actually listen to the show. So if you've got any interesting information or you'd like to share your opinion with us, we have a voicemail link that you can go to. It's southgeeknews.com/voicemail. You can send a text by, texting number 229-234-1307, or you can email podcast@southgeeknews.com. I don't care where any of y'all are on social media.
Because Donovan's got to pee.
But anyway, Sam, I appreciate you being here. Ben, I appreciate you being here. And of course, Tyler, thank you for coming back
I flew across the country for this podcast.
for this specific podcast.
You cost me so much money for this one episode.
I know, but I appreciate it, and I'm glad he loves me. So anyway, with that, we're going to get out of here. Thanks, everybody, and we'll be back in 2 weeks with probably 3 of us, hopefully.
I mean, if I'm still here in 2 weeks, something has gone wrong.
That is true. that is true.
I am equipped to work remotely if something does go
If
wrong.
something does go wrong.
I just hope it doesn't, because that means something has gone wrong.
Exactly. We don't want that. Anyway, all right, everybody, appreciate you listening, taking the time, and we'll be back 2 weeks from now. Take care. Bye.
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 This has been a production of Tifton Media Works. Check out all our podcasts by visiting tiftonmediaworks.com.